Right, and we are live. We are live on twitch.tv forward. Oh God, sorry, that's that. Sorry, that's the wrong scene. That is from something else. So let me just get rid of that. Welcome to Coins Live with me, Andy Barr, and with my good friend coin expert Sam Nicoresti. Welcome, Sam.
Hey, what's up, quizzical coin collectors? It's me, Sam Nicoresti, the questing coin wizard in Coin Corner yet again, here to answer all of your requests for coin questions and answer things as and when it is required of me.
Is that going to be your manner of speaking for the entire show?
We'll see. We'll see what we see.
We certainly will. Welcome to anyone who has joined us. It is lovely to have you with us. And if you're not with us, I believe that to some extent, in some definition of the word, you could be considered to be missing out. But anyway, it's nice to have those who are here. If you are here, I should probably tell you about the exciting news. The potential of a special guest that we have today. We have been in touch with representatives of the leader of the opposition's office, Sir Keir Starmer, and there is a chance, we're rather hoping that Keir will drop in, he'll come round my house to talk about Labour's plans to become the party of business. So you think of the Conservatives as being the party that's synonymous with business. Keir Starmer wants to change that. He wants to make the Labour Party the party of business, and by extension the party of coins and money. So I've trained what would usually be coin cam onto the street below. So we hopefully will see when Keir starts to come down the road. If you do see him, I have set up a chat command because I can't be monitoring Keir cam all the time. So if you do see Keir, if you can, I think I figured out why it's not working, actually. We did have a little test of this.
We had a dry run.
Yeah. So let me just copy that link. Okay.
Oh.
Yep. I reckon I've got it, man. I reckon I've fucking cracked it.
That's great. I'm trying to get my lights set up. I should have done this before the show, but I had a last minute panic. I had them how I wanted, and now they've all gone red, the colour of Labour, which hopefully we'll be seeing in the next general election. I expect fully to see the map turn in red now that we've a safe pair of hands back at the helm at last. Thank God.
Yeah, that would be truly wonderful, and we're all hoping for that. So if you see Sir Keir Starmer arriving, if you can just type in to the chat, I believe it's ! There he is. There's the fucker. There you go. That's a bit large, so I'll try and change the size of that. And I don't know how that's the frequency with which that disappears. So there we go. That's good. Let me just change its size because that's a bit big.
Got to get it right for Keir.
I think there's a cooldown period on that, so hopefully it will cool down at a reasonable
Keeping it
interval.
cool.
But not stop us from seeing Keir Starmer if he does appear. We're really hoping that he will show up, so if you can keep your eyes peeled on Keir Cam, that would be great. Also, if there's another trigger for if you think you've spotted him and you just really want to get us to look at Keir Cam, you can type in I believe Keir ! In all lower caps. Not lower caps, lower case. Sorry, that's some absolutely deranged phrasing there from me there, and I sincerely apologise for that. Brilliant. Okay. Well, Sam, what's been going on with you this week?
Oh, lots and lots. It's been hot, so we finally went outside and got the tent back. But last year I put the tent up in the garden, and then I just left it there for the entirety of winter. So
Nice, that must be
this
fun.
week, I got it back. We drowned all of the insects that were inside in our bath, and then I gave it a big scrub twice over, showered it down with a powerful shower hose on full stream setting.
Yep.
The setting that I reserve for my strongest showers.
Yeah.
And then I put it back in the bag. So that's a lot of fun. And yeah, just getting ready for a beautiful spring of gardening, quite frankly.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I'm very excited that you have now got your tent back. That was what you were saying, wasn't it?
Yeah, you sound very excited.
Yeah, sorry,
Yep.
I was just doing a little bit of OBS maintenance, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. But
Oh, that's okay.
the fact that you were rambling about something very boring that I didn't really want to concentrate on really
Oh,
helped out there.
okay.
What are you drinking?
What am I drinking? We've got three very exciting options today, as it is, of course, a very special holiday, religious holiday for all comedians across the land. It is April Fool's Day, the
Yes.
funnest day of the year. So I've been up since 6 a.m. I ran down the stairs to check the Guardian news website for the gaff of the day. No luck so far. Haven't been able to quite decide which one is the gaff, but there's a couple of hot contenders. And so to celebrate, I am going to be having a lost lager as I hope that today's frivolities and jovolities, if that's a word, aren't lost.
We don't want to lose any jovolity.
Yep.
Let's just see. How are we spelling that?
However you want. Jovolaait.
AAIT. Nope.
Joviality. What do I mean?
You said Jovolaiit, I think.
Yeah, I did supersede that by saying if that's a word, though.
Right.
So
Joviality,
it was.
I think probably is the right one. Missing Myself Funny Bear asks whether there will be any more in the garden then.
We are. I've got some exciting plans for In the Garden. I'm expanding it. The scope of it has grown, and I've been sort of working on it and thinking about it a lot. And yeah, it looks like it will be coming back anytime from next week, even with the coming of spring. And this year, we may actually attempt to grow a garden. So that's quite exciting.
Wow. That does sound
Yep,
exciting.
and
And is Tom Burgess already locked down for assisting with this from his castle in the north?
Well, this year we are hoping to make some changes. Obviously, it will be season 2, so the production values have gone up, the budget has increased, and we are hoping to get a proper expert in.
Good.
Who that will be, I can't yet confirm because I haven't had confirmation myself, but I have emailed a lot of very exciting people.
That's again very, very exciting. Yeah, I note that you haven't emailed me at all, but I'm sure that that's just an oversight.
Well, I can't say too much, but I will say that their name might be synonymous with breast bog.
What?
The person some of the people I've been emailing, all I can say is breast bog.
Tit. Toilet.
I'll leave that up to the community to puzzle out. Any avid bird watchers, as I'm sure, come onto this stream, coins, birds, it's all the bloody same. Might be able to puzzle that one out if you're smart enough.
Well, I hope that they can, because I am on tenterhooks. I really don't know who that could be.
You really can't figure out breast bog?
No, I can't.
Okay, that's crazy.
Lou Sanders?
No. Think it's a gardener's show.
Oh! Right.
So who would you email?
Small bog. Titch.
Yeah.
Titchy.
Yeah. Oh,
Titmarsh.
is it Titch, not Titmarsh?
Yes, it's Titch, not Titmarsh.
Uh-oh.
Well, you've been emailing the wrong man.
Oh, no.
I wonder if he'll bring any of... well, if you get the right one, I wonder if he'll bring any of his erotic fiction.
Does he do that? Does he?
Yep.
How erotic is it?
Well,
Oh dear. Well, that's not a list you want to be on.
It's just.
Who was it? Oh, Morrissey did a sex scene
he
in a
did.
book recently,
He
didn't he? And it was all like
absolutely out of the-
throbbing, pubescent bulge burst.
Let's see if there's any. Oh, fuck off, page.
Yeah. Rubbish. We just want to know some key phrases.
I might have found it here. Richard E. Grant had an entrant. Beads of sweat began to appear on Guy's forehead as he became more entangled in the lissom limbs of this human boa constrictor. For fully 15 minutes, their mutual passion heightened with groans, sighs, and liquid noises. Then Serena stopped. She pulled away from Guy and leaned up on her elbows, a troubled look in her eyes. "What's the matter?" she asked. Guy was lying perfectly still on his back. "I don't know," he tried to speak calmly. So that is also on this year's shortlist. We had Douglas Hurd. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, that was quite good. I mean, I don't really know how you would, delineate between a good and a badly written sex scene, because I think it's pretty hard to write sex. Because you either go too Victorian and you use words like bosom, lysome, tubescent, one I mentioned earlier, shaft, or you go the opposite way and you make it too. You say things like liquid noises.
Liquid noises certainly was one of the bits that jumped out at me as being particularly horrid. There's no real way of me. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this text so that it's legible, but that doesn't seem possible. So I'll just leave it there so that nobody can really read it, and then that's the deal, really, isn't it?
Bad deal.
It's a bad deal. Sorry, I'll stop being distracted. Why is Miss Lewinsky getting a... Finally, an American wag has sent in a copy of the Starr Report, the Independent Counsel's complete report to Congress on the investigation of President Clinton, suggesting that it should be awarded the Bad Sex Prize for 1998. I'm not sure it qualifies until such time as the whole episode is officially relegated to the fiction shelf. It certainly contains plenty of bad sex, with the President always denying himself the pleasure of fellatio until the last encounter. But there must be room at a celebration sponsored by Hamlet Cigars for the famous... Okay, there we go, great. Coins.
And joviality.
And joviality. What is a coin? A flat disc or piece of... We've done that. We've obviously covered that before.
This is like episode 7. This is not... yeah. I mean, interesting to revisit, for sure. So we're talking a flat disc of metal, presumably with some sort of image pressed onto both, or one side. It doesn't have to be both.
No.
And also, it doesn't have to be metal. So this is wrong, straight off the bat.
Yeah.
Because what about knife coin or shell
metal,
coin?
Wasn't it?
Okay, what about shell coin?
Shell coin. Is that shell coin... Is it called shell coin or is it called shell money?
Shell coin.
Well, that's come up with enough results for me to...
Yeah. I mean, they look like metal, to be fair.
Like coins, yeah.
I'm thinking about actual shells. I don't know what this is.
Yeah,
this looks like nonsense.
That's a Morris Minor on a bit of metal there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh well. I think shell money is probably what you're...
Shell money. It's another one of these ancient China, they try everything kind of things.
You got the wiki page for it there. The medium of exchange similar to coin money.
Similar.
There you go. That's the kind of thing.
Looks better.
Dealing with it does.
I think. What?
But,
yeah.
But harder to stack.
Why do you want to stack money? Why wouldn't you want to have it loosely jingling around in your pockets, shells scraping against shells,
Well,
reminding you constantly of the ocean as
the
you
the
conduct commerce?
the amount of time that my dad used to spend, because obviously he, even if the internet was in its infancy and did exist, my dad has never been able to access it to keep himself entertained. So the amount of time during my youth he would, when he was bored, just go upstairs, get his Vitalite tub full of change out, and then count it, stacking up all the, all the coins with their kind. If you were to take that away from him, well, arguably, I suppose
He would have done more stuff.
he would be able to spend more time trying to stack shells because they'd be so.
Yeah, well, or, you liberate yourself from seeing coins as this kind of process where you stack them all in your rows and you put them all in boxes. And you take a big view and you realize that coins, they can't be categorized, they can't be stacked,
Yeah.
they can't be put in little bags. And so forget it all. Go out and spend time with your family,
Can they not be categorized?
Shells,
Coins.
ammonites.
Coins.
Oh, coins. Yeah, coins can be categorized.
Yeah, so why are you saying.
Shell coins couldn't. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I think you said the coins couldn't be categorized.
Well, no, I'm not. I was saying that coins, they can be categorized. They can be put in boxes and stacked.
You said that they
Well,
couldn't.
No, listen.
Just
We're talking. It's only wrong because you've misunderstood or misheard what I'm saying.
I don't think I have.
That doesn't make a good argument. But even if I misspoke, you can tell what my argument is.
Yeah.
Bring back shell money.
Okay, right. Fair enough. Bring back shell money. Is that your
Yeah. No, I'm not going to live or die on
your
it.
campaign now?
I wouldn't. What for? What? I wouldn't run on it for
But,
office.
If we're this stream is carrying on. We're doing it
Yeah.
regularly. You want it to go somewhere. You want to change the world. You want to make your mark.
Right.
Are you choosing bring back shell money?
What as like a central
Yeah.
tenant, a flagship? What's it called? Like a cornerstone policy.
Yeah.
Well,
if,
yeah.
If Keir
Why not?
turns up, say Keir turns up. Let's just have a quick look on Keir Cam. Keir turns up.
Yeah.
What's your pitch?
Well, firstly, I'd say, sir, it's an honour to have you here. I think what you have done for the Labour Party, the way that you've revitalised and re-engaged with the sensible middle of the Labour left has been inspirational to me, and I respect it and I love it. And then I would say, shell money. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then from there, I'd just start bringing out facts, hard facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it can't be categorized. It can't be stacked. It's going to make a nice sound when you jingle it around your pocket. You could put it to your ear and hear the sound of the ocean, which you couldn't do with a £2 coin, bimetallic.
Yeah. Well,
If you put that to your ear.
It's a good job you've got a while to work on your pitch because Keir's not showing up yet. I was just trying to see if shells could be categorised, but at present it seems like they can't. So I think you're probably in the clear there.
Yeah.
Friends at home, it's lovely to have you with us. What if Sir Keir does turn up? What would you put to him? What do you want to see changed in Labour Party policy or government policy with regard to coins and money? Do let us know in the chat. It has not been addressed. No, very little has been addressed at all, to be honest, in the chat. Josie is just asking whether it has been addressed that I'm significantly quieter than you are. I've turned that up now. Do let me know if that is better. Sam, could you say something so I can address the levels?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you are a lot louder.
I have no control over it.
No, you don't. You absolutely don't. I think something's happened to my mic, maybe, and it's just made me a lot quieter. So let's just see if that's
You're nice and loud at my cans. That's all I
Right.
can say. So it's just
Okay.
an input problem.
Yeah, probably. Well, we're talking coins chiefly. We're talking Labour Party policy a bit. Hopefully more so when Keir shows up. But coins in the main. Sam, do you have any big coin news that you'd like to bring us for?
Yeah, I mean, there's loads to discuss this week. It has been an absolutely monumental week in coins, as is every week. You know, the commerce of the world keeps on turning, and coin news keeps on churning out.
Yeah.
So, just jumping over to the Discord to check a look in coin news. A couple of things I really wanted to. I mean, obviously, I think first on the docket has got to be the Teletubby Bitcoin announcement.
Yeah.
Huge news today. Teletubbies tweeted late last night, for those that aren't in the know, a very tantalizing picture promising readers of a coming announcement. And that announcement has been made today, and it has come out pinch punch, first of the month, Tubby Coin.
Yeah.
So invest big, and the way that this works is revolutionary, and I think something that I'm hoping that us on this channel will be excited about, because we love talking about the uses of money and the philosophy of money, and the value of Tubby Coin is underpinned by hugs.
Which is lovely, isn't it?
Well, it's not only lovely, but it's solid. It's a solid market principle on which to base your cryptocurrency.
Well, I will say, is it at the moment? Given that but perhaps the value of hugs is high at the moment, but there's far fewer of them.
Yeah, that's it. But that's exactly what you want to do with your initial launch. You don't want to
Right.
saturate the market.
Scarcity.
Like you say, hugs have never been more valued. People are absolutely chomping at the bit to get out there to hug their nans, hug their uncles. All we want to do is get back to our families and kiss and cuddle them. I don't remember the last time that me and my brothers and my sister and my mum and dad and my nana and my gramps got together and just had a big old cuddle and a little kiss, and just existed in a sort of a bit of a tangle for a bit, and just let each other know that we had that love, that tubby love for each other.
Tubby love.
Tubby love.
If you were to write a song for the band, with the title
Yeah.
Tubby Love, what's the style?
Well, it's skewing towards Motown pretty much immediately, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I think you've got two options with that if you want to have a real hit on your hands. It's either to do Motown and play to the diehards,
Yeah,
or go metal.
go metal.
Yeah, people love it when you like Neil Buchanan.
Yes.
He's in a metal band.
Marseille, I believe they're called.
It's a bad name for a metal band.
Neil. Yep. British heavy metal band. Let's see if there's any images of them.
Very bad name.
It is shit, isn't it? Oh god, he's looking good. Lovely.
Yeah, what's he rocking there? He's got a V. He's got a flying
Looks like
V.
he's got a flying V, yeah.
Yeah. Check that out.
Is that your least favourite? That's amongst my least favourite types of guitar, the flying V.
The flying V.
Yeah, I don't like
Oh.
it. It reminds me of Jet.
Yeah, it's a bit of it's an ostentatious guitar for no real good reason. I mean, there are lots of pretty ugly guitars. I'm not a fan of pretty much anything that's made for dive bombing, to be honest.
Oh right, okay. So you don't like what? BC Rich, is that a?
Yeah, I wouldn't like a BC Rich.
Am I right in saying that that's a variety of guitar? I can't really remember. I knew lots of shredders at school, obviously, but
Yeah, Well, I'm drawing a bit. I'm drawing a bit of a blank. Let's just look it up. It's Ibanez. I'm not a
Ah,
big fan of
yes. Yeah,
Ibanez's
yeah, yeah,
and ESPs.
yeah.
Don't really
ESPs.
care for them. Not my cup of tea. I like a bit of an old country gentleman myself. I like a Gretsch. I like
Really?
some with a bit of character.
I find the action on Gretsch is a bit high, generally, and hurts my fingers a bit. But maybe that's just my style of play and the weakness of my hands. We've got a few
Yep.
comments come in. Pissing Myself has said the hold standard. I don't know what that's in relation to, so hopefully we'll get some feedback on that. What is your NFT? Says Josie, and that's brackets numismatist's favourite Teletubby. So we've got them all represented
We've
here. On
Can you name them all? That's a big quiz.
Can you?
Yep.
I've got the names in front of me here. Yeah.
Itsy Witsy,
Close
Tinky, Darbar,
Yeah.
oh,
Oh,
and Poe.
there's Goblin coming in.
Someone's trying to ring me.
Oh. Wonder who it is.
It's Lucy Pearman.
Oh, well, you've got to answer that. Do you want me to mute you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, okay. She's gone. Right, fair enough. That's a bit strange.
That was weird.
Right.
Yeah.
That was weird. Well, I hope we find out what she wanted. You were naming the Teletubbies. You'd got close enough to 3 of them. Just one final.
I do know. Look, it's Poe, Lala, Tinky Winky, Dipsy. I'm not messing around anymore. I was
Yeah.
joking before
Yeah, I
because
know.
it is my favourite national holiday, April Fool's Day, and I got you again in classic style.
Ah!
But do you know the Teletubbies?
Ah! God damn! You fucker!
Like I say, I've been up since 6 a.m. I've been eating April Fool's biscuits, April Fool's nest eggs.
Is that from the have you got them from the fool bird's nest? Straight from hot from the cloaca.
That's it.
Well.
Yeah, you have to go out there, find yourself a cloaca, and steal its young.
Yes, Cammy Sinclair is with us. Cammy says, I know one of the Teletubbies, not that well. I met him 4 times. Is that Dave?
One of them's a stand-up now, right?
Yeah, I think that's Dave Thompson or something like that. Well, helpfully, this crypto website has listed all of them, featuring Tinky Winky, Lala, Dipsy, and Poe. There they are, but not in. I haven't named them in the order that they're featured on the coin.
That order.
Or on the mock-up of the coin, which is, of course, Lala, Poe, Tinky Winky, and Dipsy. Tubby Coin from Wild Brain Labs is a new virtual system that employs cutting-edge cryptographology to convey the inherent value of big hugs in the form of exchangeable Tubby Coin Big Hugs tokens, featuring Tinky Winky, Lala, Dipsy, and Poe.
Have you got any opinions on... So when this was first announced, I was immediately excited about what the name of the coin was going to be. I thought Custard Coin. I was thinking...
Yeah, that would have been good.
Well, I can't really... I don't know any other... Telecoin could have been one.
Telecoin. I mean, it would open up the field of new numismatics, wouldn't it?
Now we're cooking
How
with
do you
gas.
how do you fucking feel about that?
Oh, put an
Yes,
egg in that
sir.
saucepan.
Yes, let's crack that. What else was there?
Huh? Do we have to do more? I thought that was the best.
I think that probably is about the upper ceiling of what I'm capable of.
It's a cathedral, what you've built there.
Thank you.
That's a high ceiling.
As part of the initial offering of Tubby Coin, Wild Brain will be making a base donation of 5,000 CAD, don't know what that is,
Canadian dollars.
to Kids Help Phone. That's Kids Help Phone, 3 words, which presumably represent some sort of initiative. And for
Could
every...
be that the phone, it's a help phone for kids, or that the kids are helping out the phone. The dying medium.
A down on its luck phone. Perhaps some sort of car phone warehouse style mascot, big guy in a phone suit who's fallen on hard times. Who knows? And for every Tubby coin shared or liked on social media, we'll add $1 additional to our donation, up to a total of 10,000 CAD. Be sure to use the hashtag TubbyCoin Kids Help Phone gives millions of youth a safe, trusted space to talk over phone, or through text, or in self-directed support in any moment of crisis or need. So that is pretty worthy.
Very worthy. It's a bad idea for a launch of a currency. I think
Yeah.
if you're launching a currency, you want to save up the pounds. Really,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be spending when I was launching. I would be hoping to reap.
You wouldn't immediately cack away all of your...
No, but you know, Teletubbies is, let's be honest, a multi-billion-pound industry. So
Yeah.
I'm sure that they've got the ability to splash the cash around.
Certainly. Did I tell you that I think the guy who invented Teletubbies and In the Night Garden, from, I believe, Lyminge, or lived in Lyminge, which is near Folkestone.
What's that? Nice.
Yeah.
Lyminge.
Lyminge, yep.
Spell it.
L
Check it.
Y M. I mean, yeah, it's Minge basically. Ly Minge.
Lyminge.
Lyminge. Yep. There we go.
Hello, welcome to Lyminge.
Yeah, that's what people would. That's what someone would say if they were standing on the outer bounds of Lyminge, perhaps welcoming the number 17 bus as it goes from Folkestone to Canterbury. Just on the outskirts. Hello, welcome to Lyminge would be the cry.
That's a nice job.
Yeah, but I'd like it. I'd like that as a job. Probably it's just the sort of outer reaches of Lyminge, perhaps. Definitely the Folkestone to Canterbury route, not Canterbury to Folkestone, coming the other way, because that's less nice. Approaching it from the Folkestone side, very nice.
Now,
A lot of old
Teletubbies,
trees. Yes.
What did you think as a kid?
I was just, well, I was too old to be the target demographic, but also I thought I was pretty smart, and so me and my mum was a childminder as well, so it would be on for the kids. And I felt like I was bonding with my dad by sort of casting a wry, sardonic eye over the Teletubbies and, doing some sort of snide, sarcastic comments about whatever was going on. Which, knowing children now who are sort of going through this phase, I imagine was incredibly tiresome for all involved.
What kind of things were you picking apart?
Well, I can't remember.
Like there's the repetition, obviously, of the like 10. It's a 10-minute program that they just play twice.
Which is just that's a coup, really, isn't it? If you've thought of that.
Yeah, you used to, as a child, and we're the same age. Used to make me.
No, we're not. I'm 30.
Okay, all right. Well, I thought I was a lot younger when Teletubbies was on, but I did used to watch it. I do have younger siblings, but I did used to watch all of it. And my main memory, angry I would get every single day it was on. I would shout at the TV.
Yeah.
When they repeated it, when they did again. I just thought it was like, you are on national television.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Yeah.
What are you blooming doing?
It's my genuine opinion. I think it should absolutely be cancelled. But I'm excited for Tubbycoin.
Yeah. Well, I mean, gotcha. Happy Fool's Day. Happy April Fool's Day. There's Chief Brands Officer of Teletubbies owner, Wild Brain. I'd like to wish everyone a happy April Fool's Day, although Tubbycoin is not a real cryptocurrency. Our hope is that you'll still enjoy sharing Tubbycoins with friends, family, and anyone who needs a hug. All to bring some very real smiles to faces. And the part about Wild Brain's donation to charity is no joke. To help ensure kids have the assistance they need in these difficult times, we'll be making a $5,000 donation to Kids Help Phone, and adding $1 to our donation for every Tubbycoin shared on social media, up to a total of $10,000. So, really, this is actually good because it's donating to Kids Help Phone, and it's not launching another cryptocurrency to cook the world, which is good.
I mean, like, I'm a big fan of April Fool's Day. Like I've said, I love jokes, I love pranks. I'm a little bit annoyed by this one because I don't think it's fair to get people's hopes up and then
you wanted a tubby coin.
Pull the rug out from underneath their feet. Well, I just think, yes, celebrate April Fool's Day and have a good laugh, but also people want this coin. People were sharing this post, people were engaging with it. Give us the Bitcoin, because the fact is that money only has a value when people believe in it, and people believe in Tubby Coin. People were excited by it, and I think people would invest in it.
Yeah. So here's the situation for you. Tubby Coin, it's not to be. I'm sorry, it's not to be. That's not happening. But let's say whoever's behind the tweenies sees this and thinks there's money to be made here, brings out Tweenie Coin. How would you feel about that?
Get fucked, go to hell. Get fucked, go to hell and die. Because, fuck it, the Tweenies was just a rubbish flat share sitcom that had been downgraded for, the sort of infantile mind of a child. The thing with Teletubbies that was so visionary was that it was a show about aliens. It was a surrealist work of art. You're watching Teletubbies, you're thinking, what is this? Is it post-apocalyptic? Is this another planet? You don't know. Tweenies, it's a house. They're sharing moral lessons. No one gives a crap. Get a life, grow up, get jobs.
Yeah. Tell you what, you can see why they put the costume on Jenny Hutchinson, can't you?
Yeah, that is, I gotta say, not someone that should be appearing in children's TV. Just in case the head were to fall off during a live performance.
It looks like a chat command was actioned there, but didn't work. So maybe, well, no, obviously we can see when they come up. Hello, Luke Rollison, by the way. Lovely to have you with us. Really nice to have you with us. Let me just see if I can get the chat commands working.
It's exciting.
There's the fucker. Yeah, there we go. Okay, but that does not indicate a genuine sighting of Keir Starmer. So keep your eyes peeled on Keir Cam. We've had a couple of comments whilst we were talking about the Teletubbies. Cammy Sinclair, after reminiscing about Dave Thompson, Tinky Winky, said, "Shit, I feel old. You're 30." Presumably indicating that he thought I was older. I don't know.
Although he now realises that he is much older than that.
Yeah.
Which he should have already known.
Yeah. Yeah, really.
You should already know what age you are coming into any conversation.
Pissing Myself says, no. Which, again, given that it's been such a long time since the comment was registered, I'm unsure of the context. And Luke Rollison obviously has put in the Keir and then said, hello, looking to learn about coins. What you were lacking, actually, is something that I should have put in the text on the command, because, actually, it is... it's got an exclamation.
Wow!
So, that is that. Shall we... God, sorry. So sorry. So Jake was played by both Justin Fletcher and Samantha Dodd.
Two people like a pantomime horse.
I wonder who was the dick and who was the... Well, I mean, obviously the dick isn't the key part of Jake, but...
You think there was a whole person inside the dick of a tweenie? I think that's crazy.
It is pretty mad.
Factual.
Yeah. Bob Golding played both Max and Milo.
It sounds like it's a bit of a sugar babe situation, a bit of a Theseus' ship, where lots of people have come and gone over the years. Presumably there's like one core tweenie who has always been in the band, and it's basically their project.
Yeah.
The lead singer.
Obviously Justin Fletcher is the big name out of all of those. Mr. Tumble. We're all familiar with Mr. Tumble, I assume. And obviously Mr. Tumble, Justin Fletcher, I suppose probably a pretty good guy, doing a lot of work introducing sort of kids to sign language and generally having a lot of disabled kids on the show and doing a lot of good work there. But each of my siblings they've all had kids, absolutely fucking hate him. They can't stand him.
Really?
Yeah.
This sounds like something they need to.
I think it probably is. Yeah. Probably
think about.
Is. Cammy thought that I was a bit older, but knows that you're 19. So there we are.
So there's a weird kind of compliment all around because you look young for your age, which is older than you actually are, and then I look very old for 19. And also being a 19-year-old is not like a good thing to be in any estimation. So just an all-round insult.
Yeah. Well, no, he was assuming that you have time to straighten things out.
Thank you. No, unfortunately, I don't. Life is racing forwards.
Yeah, full tilt.
I'm
yes?
happy to do some coins if you want to do. Some,
Yeah, man, absolutely. What obviously, I don't have the coin cam set up because we're looking out for Keir Starmer, and I think we've probably been through the majority of my coin collection that I have with me now. So shall we head over to the nominees for the final category of the Coin of the Year awards that we have to go through?
Yeah, we absolutely can. I've got a very exciting bit of currency that I can show off whenever
Have
you
you
like as well.
Well, would you like to do that now?
Yeah, I can do.
Do that as a little jumping off point. Let me just bring you up here.
Thank you. Welcome to Currency Coiner. I'm your quizzical, quisling wizard, coin wizard,
Quisling?
currency captain. Yeah, I'll report you to the Nazis. I'd do that. No problem. No problem.
Okay, well, if there are any budding Nazis viewing, first of all, hello, welcome. Please like and subscribe. Second of all, please desist, divest yourself of all of your hateful, bigoted opinions, and come through to the light. Somebody has just followed. Don't know who it is because it's hidden behind Keir Cam. Yep. So that's one Nazi has liked and subscribed.
Terrified that someone chose this moment to follow you.
Oh no, that's incredible timing. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah.
No, I'd like to. I rescind my use of the word quisling. I was just trying to get the juices flowing.
You were riffing. I understand.
I was riffing. Yeah. Sometimes in a riff you hit a bad note.
Yeah.
That's jazz. But anyway, I think the point of the riff was, I'm Illo, and it's my honour to introduce to you a very exciting bit of coin here. This is a lump of gold.
Hey.
I got this. This was sold to me.
I think I've seen what you're doing. Or perhaps I see what has been done to you.
So this is very exciting stuff. Oh, hold on. We've got a real life in. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. I'm live on Twitch.
Sorry.
Had Becky just
No,
assumed
no
that you were speaking to yourself?
Yeah, just talking to myself. I'm just showing everyone my gold. Yep. Should have given me a big thumbs up. It was a big investment on this. It was a couple of months worth of rent.
Was it?
Yeah, but don't worry, we're going to make it back because we'll be chipping this off.
I'd
and
imagine
selling it on.
the value of that stuff just appreciates, doesn't it? The music. We have a quick comment from Luke Rollison who asks what the music is. Let me see I'm not entirely sure what I've got on at the moment. I think it is a piece of what I have described as being sort of budget knockoff Donkey Kong music that I made in Ableton. I'm trying to figure out how to make a sort of Exotica beat. I haven't got like a proper Exotica sort of sample pack yet, but I'm working on it. You can't hear it, Sam, but I'll send it to you sometime.
I can hear you though describing it. Sounds good.
Yeah, well, I'm happy with it. Thanks, Luke. That's I'm glad you've paid attention to it. Nobody else has mentioned it at any point, so that's lovely. Cammy says hi, Becky.
She's gone now.
Yep. Okay. Great.
I'll pass it on when I see her, and I'm sure she'll be excited.
Yeah. So that's a lump of real gold.
This is real gold. So this goblin sold me this.
Yes. Okay. Where did you find him, the goblin?
Down the market.
Ah.
So I went down the local market, and So basically, I was just sort of walking around, and kind of crazy really. Got approached by this goblin, and he sold me this lump of real gold. So this is real gold. This is 24 carats. If you look really closely, you can see them.
Oh yeah, they are very. They're quite big carrots there, aren't they?
Very healthy.
So I'm just trying to. Are you able to identify which one of these goblins sold you the gold?
I don't know if I could just. I don't know if he's going to come up in a Google search. He was quite a distinctive looking. Oh, look, a little bit like this guy.
What, him?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
But I mean, much.
It must have been this guy.
This is here he is. Yeah. This is the guy. So he was running a sort of an artisanal stall.
Yeah.
He said, and he just had this.
Oh.
This is like a.
We've just had a raiding party. I've got to stop you there. I've got to cut you the fuck short. Ed Knight, 3,000 has raided with a party of 8, which is I think you'll agree an absolutely colossal number. Ed, have you just been playing Pokemon or something else?
Must have been with those numbers.
I hope we'll find out. Ed says, "What's good?" Well, what's good is basically the concept of money. This is a stream discussing coins, their shapes, what's good about them. Sam is just telling us how he was sold a piece of gold by a goblin down the market. So we're just reviewing that, trying to see if we can identify the goblin from Google, because presumably there can't be too many of them wandering about. We're also just having a drink.
You're invisible,
That is.
Heine.
You've been doing only connect walls. That's great. That's what Ed's been up to. Have you thought about that?
I am now.
Yeah, it's good. That's a good thought. Anyway, so I've just okay. We've got that goblin. Shall we go over to the we'll come back to your gold later. Shall we go over to the final category of the coins of the year award?
Yeah, coin of the year. Let's do it. Cotties.
Yeah. Okay. So the final category, after taking some weeks to get through this, is the most inspirational coin. Can you see that there? No, you probably, yeah. Okay. So we've got the most.
I can see it.
Yeah. Austria, €20, reaching for the sky, moon landing, returning to a familiar bloody theme there.
Yeah, because I'm absolutely sick of hearing about the moon landing.
Sick to the back fucking teeth, really, isn't it?
I just think it's bloody boring. The one that won it, the American one, is a rubbish coin. Why, if you have not been to the moon as a country, are you making a moon landing coin? It just seems like you're sucking up to teacher.
Yeah.
Think of your own thing, especially for Austria, who do some absolutely bloody mind-boggling coins.
Some top. Well, I'd say top dollar, but yeah, top euro, I believe.
Euro.
Just to remind everyone of the American moon landing coin that we were talking about, that's still in the Hall of Bad Money. Here it is. Absolute sack of shit. Too confused. Trying to play with perspective, getting it all wrong. Looks like crap.
Although I do have a quick update on this coin.
Do you?
Yeah, I learnt during the week, during some personal time, that the coin is actually domed.
What?
Yeah, it's not a perspective coin. That coin is actually helmet domed. It's convex.
I don't know about you, but that sounds worse.
It's like a complete flipping version of that Berlin Wall coin that looked like it was 3D,
Yeah.
but was in fact
Yeah,
flat
yeah,
D, 2D. Yeah, to me it's worse because then again it's not even a coin.
Yeah, you can't fucking use you have two of those guys rutting up against one another in your wallet.
You're gonna get a
That's a
rash.
full wallet.
Yeah,
Dreadful.
it's more like a flying saucer at this point, like a sweet one of those sweets.
Just to update you on the chat, Sam, Becky is about to make you a stir fry. We have so we've got a few of Ed Knights Raiders joined us. I don't know whether they're still here. If they are, lovely to have retained you for this long. If not, perfectly fine as well. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your time and feel like you can come back at some point. We have some feedback from one of those raiders. I don't understand you /this/anything. So that is
Well, I mean, the anything thing really broadens it out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
For a minute there, I was worried, and then all of a sudden, I'm thinking, fine, we're in the clear.
Yeah, if it broadens out to anything, that suggests that actually, whilst there might be problems inherent in this, that there are other more pressing issues which need to be resolved before someone can even begin trying to conceptualise this. But Montravius Felci, if you have any questions about us, this, anything, please do pop them in the chat. We'll do our best to answer them. Popping back over to the wow going there. Sorry, I didn't turn that off. So we were discussing the fucking shitehouse American moon landing coin. Scratch that. We've done the Austrian one. We haven't looked at it yet. I don't necessarily know whether we want to look at it.
I always want to see what Austria are up to. I think they've proven themselves to be real strong competitors in this competition.
Yeah.
They're always up in front. If their bimetallics are anything to go by, I'm excited to see this contribution to the competition.
Definitely. I think we should give that a look, actually. You've brought up the Austrian old bimetallics, which are great coins. Liam Green Jacket says, I've got an old Palestine coin with a hole in it in the attic. Is this a coin-based show usually? Yes, it is. Generally we're on a Sunday, but we've moved now to Thursdays in order to accommodate Mr. Sam Nicoresti's schedule. This is traditionally a coin-based show, and we are interested to see that coin. We've covered a few whole coins on the show, but we haven't covered any Palestinian coins. Let me see if I can bring
Shekels. Is it a shekel?
Well.
Right? Is that the currency?
I think that's the Israeli currency, isn't it? I don't know whether
Oh,
Palestine would have its own. I would probably hope to have its own bloody currency, and I would like to say that as a stream, we fully support that. This is a free Palestine stream. So if you don't like that, you can sling your hook and fucking get on out. We're also waiting for. It's pre-Israel, British mandate, Palestine. Okay, Palestine coin, pre-Israel. That's
very exciting. Do we have a term for hold coins? We've got I'm thinking polo.
Wow. I mean, that's a note, obviously, but
put a hole in that. Though,
one Palestine pound. It was the mill or pruta. Oh no, the pruta is post Israel.
Interesting. So we're looking at a hold mill, potentially.
Yeah, I reckon so.
And what do you want to call hold coins? What are you thinking?
Well, actually, that's got it's 1941. So, Liam, is that the kind of thing we're looking for? Who knows? So the wow is incredibly loud, says Cammy. So I'll try and turn the wow off or turn it down.
You got your levels all over the place.
My levels are absolutely fucked, completely fucked. Not sure exactly, but that's roughly it. Great.
Big announcement. Opening one of these things.
Okay, let me just get you up on the... Oh, that's got a fancy label, hasn't it?
Well, I've never had, I don't even know how to say this, Vedette.
I think that's a pretty good guess.
I see them all the time, never had it. Thought I'd get it because we like an interesting beer on this stream. This is an extra blonde. And what really drew me to this is that you can have this is a personalised photo, like, you know, those Pepsi cans that say, "Hello, Sharon."
Yes.
And people have put their faces on here. So I went through all of them in the shop, and they were just in one big line in the fridge. So I got them out one by one.
Yeah.
And this was the best one.
Wow.
I thought.
So you can just... Come on.
You can put them on. Well, I was going to say, all of the other ones were of couples, very clearly in love, smiling, happy together. This guy, he's got a hat on.
And he's saying, wow, which is pretty good. I think you've got to appreciate having sufficient self-confidence and self-love to say, I think I'd look good on a bottle of beer. That's good. That's a good cap as well.
It's going in the coin jar. With all of the other beers that I've had on the stream, I put them into my
Have
coin
you?
jar along with the currency we've looked at.
Wow, that's
behind the scenes.
That's a lot of effort for something that we can't see, and I really appreciate that level of effort, and I would say love. That's great. So if we are saying that the Austrians, despite their good record with making interesting, appealing coins, particularly the bimetallic output, if we're saying despite that, they have no business... That should have switched over to the Keir Starmer, the Keir cam. Oh, that's Europe's most disgusting hunks. Sorry, I'll get rid of that. We've switched over to Keir cam briefly here. It appears that the command isn't working. Or maybe it is working, and the fact that I've already switched over to the scene has nixed the working command. I'm new to this chat commands business, so I will try and tighten up the process in the coming days. But can anyone see Keir Starmer in the camera here? Because I don't think he's going to show up.
Have you had an update from him?
No updates so far. I haven't emailed his people yet, but I will drop them a message just asking whether Keir can show up. To anyone who's still with us from the Ed Night raiding party, we were in contact with Keir's people earlier on today, who said that he'd love to come round to my house and tell us his plans for making Labour the party of business and by extension coins and money. And obviously, given that this stream is really concerned with coins, the shape of them, and money, we thought that it would be a perfect sort of brand synergy and a great place for Keir to explain to upwards of 8 people his plans. Unfortunately, thus far, Keir has not shown up, but we live in hope that at some point we'll see him coming down Greenwich High Road, and we can explain to him what we want to see in Labour's forthcoming manifesto vis-a-vis coins.
He's probably sat at a crossroads, magnanimous as ever, the soulful, gracious leader that he is, allowing car after car to pass him as he politely waves them on before the lights turn red again.
Yeah.
He stops to let the next cohort of young British entrepreneurs cross the road.
And heaven help the jaywalker.
Oh, yes. There'd be a stern finger wagging.
Slammed into prison for 100 years. And rightly so. Scum.
Beautiful.
Can we get a big L going in the chat for law and order? Anyway, so if we're saying that Austria has no business commemorating the moon landings, what do you make of Benin commemorating the 50th anniversary of Woodstock?
It's just anything goes, isn't it? At this point,
Absolutely is.
It seems like this is becoming a little bit of the joke category of the Cotties. It seems like we've had an evening of star-studded delights, and now to round off the evening, we've got most inspirational coin, and we've got Benin celebrating Woodstock, and we've got France celebrating the English Civil War.
Yeah.
You know,
Lithuania's.
Australia. Yeah, no, you go.
Who do you think that Lithuania's struggle for freedom? Because I'm certain that they probably did have a struggle for freedom, but from whom I don't know. And I am very excited to find out. Portugal, the 45th anniversary of the Carnation Revolution. 25 years of constitutional democracy in South Africa, which is good. 75th anniversary of Ukraine's liberation, coinciding with the erosion, perhaps, of Ukraine's sovereignty as Russia just eats up more bits of it.
Gobbles it up.
Yeah, but fair enough. Far be it from me to say anything.
Yeah, absolutely. The thing is, if you are Putin and you believe in Eurasia and the creation of, free superpowers in the world, America, China, and Russia as a supercontinent, you got to get going, because you're getting on in age. You're getting old. You are going to die someday, and frankly, you got to start with Ukraine. It's right there, and once Ukraine's down, well, then the rest of the get onto the Baltic states and move on.
I'd argue that Belarus is pretty right there, but obviously they're quite tense at the moment. Belarus has got its knickers in a twist about something. I don't know what I'm saying. We had a few failed Keir commands, and then Montravius Felci said "die" in between some exclamation marks, which I am hoping referred to Keir Starmer. But if they did refer to me or Sam, then that is absolutely fine.
Bit crazy if we'd set up as a Twitch command.
Yeah, that. What would that be? That's probably something that Foxdog could manage, isn't it? Foxdog Studios could rig up a gun next to the head of one of the streamers. That maybe you could have you could have a revolver. You could have an old style revolver. You could have one bullet in the chamber, spin that, and then there's an insanely long sort of timeout period after a command, maybe a couple of weeks. And that keeps you on your toes, doesn't it?
Couple of
weeks.
The thing is, when you said that, I was like, yeah, I probably would. A couple of weeks.
You probably would rig up a gun.
No, but if for whatever reason I had reached that point, a couple of weeks is what I would accept.
Okay. The chamber's, there's only one bullet in there as well, and you spun the whatever.
No, I understand the principle of Russian roulette. I do think it would have to be a different stream. I don't think that.
Oh no, you wouldn't do it on coins. Probably you'd do it on
We've already got too much going on. I think it would be a real shame to have a sort of a Russian roulette style death scenario playing out in the background.
Yeah, imagine if you got shot to only 8 viewers.
Yeah, or if you were on Keir Cam and my cam was.
Oh, you just come back and your cat's kind of licking at your wound.
Yeah, well, gobble up, mate.
Just for pissing myself, I believe there is supposed to be an exclamation mark at the end of Keir as well.
I don't think it works. I think it's an absolute boondoggle.
Yeah, well, I'm trying. And it's not working. But it's the first time I've tried chat commands, so we'll build back better. Much as I believe Keir. It wasn't. So pissing myself, saw a cop car, but it's driven off. So that wasn't Keir, or it may have been Keir, but he heard that perhaps a Brazilian had jumped a gate at Stockwell Station. We've got a few more comments. Ed Knight says, put Keir's face on the plastic fiver. I think that would... I wonder if anyone's mocked that up.
Well, one day they will be.
Labour will look after your money, Keir Starmer pledges. New partnership between Labour and businesses. He's sought to stay ahead of criticisms of his leadership, blah, 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 blah. Let's have a look. Well, they haven't put him on the plastic fiver, but somebody has put him in front of a stack of 50s. It's not quite the same thing. Anyway, heading back over to the most inspirational coin at the Cotties 2021. The Canada $10, 50 years of progress in advancing LGBTQ2 rights. We've already seen that coin. That was the colourful one.
I've seen it. Yeah. It's a good coin.
Yep.
I don't know. Well, it depends. What's inspirational? Is the coin itself, the design of it, inspirational, or is it the message it's chosen to convey? Because that's an interest. Because the coin itself is like interesting, and I would certainly want to own it.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be inspired by it.
Not inspired by it. No.
No. I think it's probably the message of the coin as opposed to the actual, the physical object of the coin itself. Because obviously,
Right.
the physicality of the coin has already been celebrated in all of the other categories. Most innovative coin, most artistic coin, best bimetallic coin, circulating crown, silver, blah, 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 all of that. I think this is just for coins celebrating inspiring stuff like the 50th anniversary of Woodstock.
Yeah, so it's not really about the coin, it's about whoever could choose the most inspiring event, which I've got to say, Benin has already completely written itself out of the competition here.
I'm going to look that up. KM 105.
Yeah, might as well get it out of the way, because this one's not going to win it.
How about if Benin were going to do a 50th anniversary of Woodstock 99 coin? How would you feel about that?
I would be more interested in it, probably.
Give me a fucking picture of this coin. Seems unwilling. Surely there must be
some evidence.
Yeah, there. Oh, fuck me! Right, okay. It's a plectrum.
Okay, yeah. So this is back to what I was talking about last week about a girlfriend of mine that bought me a silver plectrum. This is what it would have looked like. Impossible to play with.
Yeah. It says extra heavy on the off.
Yeah. Doesn't need
that's that.
Really,
well, again, this is a query. What's the off? What's the on side? Because the side with the Queen's head on it also has the value.
I think in this, the inspiration is the value. So I think the 50 years of Woodstock maintains the on status.
And do you have any sort of reference point for this little bird?
I thought it was a heart. I thought it was like a loose organ.
No, I think that's a little bird. I think that's its foot, and that's a sort of its wing poking out its arse, and then there's its tail, and there's its beak, and there's
probably a dove.
Its
heat.
Hippies. Probably, yeah. No, you're right. Obviously, standing
dove.
Standing in front of the CND symbol, some flowers.
Everything. Everything that era stood for, really.
And there's that's the Cook Islands. So that's not Benin. We don't know what the Benin coin is, because that's the Cook Islands again. That's the fucking Cook Islands.
Well, it's crazy that two people chose to commemorate Woodstock.
Well, it looks like fucking the bloody Cook Islands will commemorate anything going. I'm surprised they commemorated something as associated with peace and love as Woodstock, given their
Scream coin. Can we get a look at Scream? We get a recap on Scream coin.
Was that in metallurgatory? Yeah, there we go. Matravius Felci says, I'm not a professional ornithologist, but I don't think the wings typically come out of the arse without surgical intervention. No, you're right. But I think that when you are viewing a sort of two-dimensional bird and you're wishing to imply a wing that is sort of tucked alongside, sometimes the tip could appear to be emerging from just about where the arse is. So that's, I think, what the Cook Islands were trying to convey on their plectrum coin. This coin that we're looking at here, the big one in the centre is of course the Cook Islands trapped coin, just representing somebody being trapped in a coin. And of course we also have in metallurgatory the tripartite arse of Finnish government, the Finnish €2 1919 Constitution of Finland coin. Given that we're in metallurgatory now, I guess we should go over to Value Haller, where we have the Tobol Thinker, the Kazakhstani 500 Tenga coin, and one Austrian entry, the Austrian coin commemorating artificial intelligence, and the Bayesian $5 coin celebrating the humble octopus. Flailing.
Nothing humble about an octopus.
No, well, no, I suppose there isn't. Do you think that an octopus would be arrogant?
What if it could communicate with us through some sort of language?
Yes, perhaps. Imagine, if you will, that Elon Musk has developed a chip that he has grafted on to the wherever he believes the most brain bit of an octopus to be, because obviously I understand that all of its tentacles have separate brains or some brain functions delegated to them, much like a committee, much like the committees in perhaps a governing body of some sort. He's located the most brainy bit of the octopus. He's popped that chip on there, and that allows the octopus to communicate with you in a language that you would understand. Do you think that octopus would be arrogant or humble? Chat, if we can get an A going in the chat for arrogant or an H for humble, that would be great. Sam, what are your thoughts?
I think it totally depends on the venue in which this meeting takes place. Because, for example, if it's in the ocean, the octopus's natural...
That's home turf, isn't it?
...habitat. Yeah, I'm going to come across as a bit of an idiot because I'm not really going to be very good in the sea. I'm going to be constantly having to go back up for more air, which is, to him, going to, seem like a rookie error. I think I'd come across quite badly, and I think I would encourage the octopus to act in an arrogant manner. But if the octopus was writhing around on my living room floor, and I could show it my vinyl collection, all whilst casually offering it, a glass of water over it or whatever, then I'm controlling that situation. I think the octopus would learn some humility pretty quickly.
Do you think that in that would that count as being humble, or would that count as it would start being almost obsequious to kind of because I think there's a difference.
Draw that line. You think there is a difference?
I think there is a difference. Yeah.
Humble does come with the connotation that you are belying a secret power. That in some way you are the better person, but you were hiding that behind a mask of stiff British manners. I don't know. You'd have to ask, whether an octopus even understood human emotions like humility and obsequiousness.
I haven't decided whether Elon Musk's chip allows for a reciprocal understanding. Maybe you are just getting this octopus's unfiltered thoughts because it can't understand what you're saying, so it's just shouting out into the void.
Well, then that would be interesting, because I have always been really fascinated with the idea of sea creatures such as the octopode and whale, which are known for probably being more intelligent than humans are. Especially whales are known to be a lot more emotionally intelligent than we are. have I can't quite remember the science, but they have more brain receptors in a certain area, which suggests that they're much deeper thinkers than we are, and yet they don't have thumbs. And so, good luck to them, because honestly, the only reason that we're here today, talking over the internet on Twitch,
His thumbs.
discussing coins, is thumbs, is opposable thumbs. We're not necessarily the most intelligent animals. We've just got the bloody thumbs, so we can make shit. And I think that if a whale or an octopus could communicate with us, they would be livid.
Yeah. Well, because they've just got big fins.
I think I think to be swimming around the ocean in the dark, unable to affect anything, simply existing with all of your thoughts swarming around your head constantly would be a hell.
I'm with you there. However, we've got some opinions in the chat. Piercing myself and Josie H believe that octopus would be humble. The octopus would be humble.
Okay, so we've got some debate going on.
Not a great deal, to be fair. They both think both think that it'd be humble. You have expressed both opinions dependent on venue. So,
yeah, I've played a bit of a starboard. I've played a complete starboard defence. So all bases covered.
Yeah.
All sides appeased. Points all round, as far as I'm concerned.
So that's what you're saying. That let's just have a quick look at Keir Cam. Doesn't appear to be out there.
There's someone coming on the left here. I can see a shadow.
Can you?
Might be car.
Yeah, it's just some cars, I reckon. I do also think that my internet's possibly having some issues at the moment, so that the kind of speed of Keir Cam is... So if he's moving incredibly quickly, we might not be able to make him out. He might, if he's sort of zigzagging across the street, which maybe he wants to do. We don't know. It's difficult to pinpoint his position, quite by design as well, in order to ensure that he upsets nobody.
I think we can expect him to be coming straight down the middle of the road.
Yeah. Well, there have been. I think you'd have heard more Deliveroo and Just Eat drivers swerving around him if that had been the case. So presumably
is
right
with him.
Yet to arrive.
They're right there with him.
Well, of
Get
course,
behind him. Get in line, lads.
Of course, he did. He did knock one off their bike. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Big day.
Do you not remember that?
How could you forget? Keir Starmer knocked someone off their bike, and it was big news.
Well, it was.
Was he in a car or was he?
He was in a
police van.
No, he was. I've got the story up. I've got the story up from the thing that happened, that genuinely happened. He was in like a fucking Land Rover or some shit like that, and he battered a Deliveroo cyclist off their bike. But fair play to him. He was probably just trying to get to a meeting where he would say maybe to something.
Who's to say?
Who is to say? So we've had a look. We've attempted to have a look at the Benin 50th anniversary of Woodstock coin. We found this 50th anniversary of these old cunts coin. The Benin coin seems suspiciously hard to come across.
Yeah, I think we can assume it's not one.
Yeah,
it's
so
not.
Benin 1000.
Didn't inspire anyone at all.
Let's just get the value in there. Yeah, it's as if it has disappeared off the face of the earth.
Embarrassing.
Which is pretty poor, really, isn't it? If you're whoever designed that coin. Oh, I forgot about this goblin.
Oh yeah, so this goblin. Yeah. Really good bargain, this.
Yeah.
So really looking forward to recouping my. It's an investment. It's not a loss. This is the thing you have to realise is that gold, real gold, is quite expensive. So he was doing me quite a big favour on this because he was actually making a bit of a loss, but obviously he just he wanted to help me out. It was market day, and so if people are interested, I think basically my plan with it is to kind of chip bits of this gold off. It's 24 carat.
Yeah.
And I'll just I'll send them over, and you can do what you want.
Yeah.
And I'll probably sell them. Well, I bought this for about 2k, so I probably need to sell it at about 600 quid a bit, because I need to make up quite a lot of rent.
Yeah.
But it is real gold, so that will sell.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've got to be honest. It looks good, man.
Yeah. That's very exciting.
It's really good. So we've just got a brief rundown of the other.
There's a knockoff Teletubbies.
Other Bitcoin-related April Fool's jokes to be wary of. I should have said hello to Ed, by the way. Hello, Ed. Ed Hobson, lovely to have you with us. I know that you've commented and I've responded to those comments several times, but I apologise for not greeting you by name. It's lovely to have you with us. I sent Ed a very good-looking picture of Lee Hazelwood the other day. Just
hard not to.
Just little insight into the kind of thing that goes on around here. Bitcoin's price reached 5,000 on April the 1st, 2019, then its highest level since November 2018, when the price movement was likely the result of several factors. Some thought it might have been due to a prank article at crypto news site Finance Magnates called SEC Drops the Bomb, Approves Bitcoin ETFs. So many acronyms, so little time. There's a lot going on.
To be honest, a lot less like an April Fool's joke and more of just a sort of an excuse to commit a bit of insider trading.
I think one has to realize. Well, maybe, but it seems in the world of crypto that probably, first of all,
things are funny, which is just not. They've got their own sense of humour.
They very much have their own sense of humour, and they love things which are boring, and insider trading by any other name.
Wow, really coming for crypto on the coin stream this evening.
I've had enough with
You think it's gone too far?
crypto. Be honest, I've had my fill of it. Someone put a big plate of crypto pudding in front of me. I had a couple of spoonfuls, dessert spoons, and I'm full now. That's enough. So I'm gonna
want to know what it tasted like.
Yeah, I'm gonna scrape it out into the bin. So obviously, I mentioned on a previous stream that I had a few a little tiny little percentage of a Bitcoin from left over from an entirely legitimate transaction. I've divested my portfolio of that fragment now because I care about the environment.
What does that mean? You got rid of it?
Yeah.
That's dumb.
I converted it into God's British Pound, which I assume is what GBP stands for.
Oh yeah.
Several of them, not just the one.
Oh, yeah, not just one. I was going to say.
No,
it's not very good.
No. Well, if I'd been willing to accept that exchange rate, they've bloody seen me coming, wouldn't they? Montrevious Felchi says, your intestines are now part of the blockchain forever. Good night.
He's had enough of that.
Well, that's me having ingested some of the Bitcoin, and now my guts are mining for further Bitcoin, but they're not going to find a great deal in there, due to probably my diet of the last 10 years, which has mostly been lager and that sort of thing.
No, but gut coin.
Gut coin. Let's have a look. Does it exist?
Everyone's got guts.
Well, Gutcoin has
It's pinging. It's absolutely pinging, isn't it?
Etherscan token Gutcoin. No dollars. Max supply of none. Holders none. Transfer none. I do not understand.
That's bullshit. Guts are worth something, surely. A whole intestine. Someone told me once that a human intestine could wrap around the earth, which I thought was absolute shit. I thought it was an absolute fucking lie, but I got taught it in school, so I believed it. Half believed it.
Somebody told me that if you were to take a bit of A4 paper and fold it in half a number of times, bear in mind I can't remember what that number was, it would reach to the sun.
What does that mean? Because it's getting smaller.
If you just keep folding it in half, and you keep...
What do you mean it would reach? You're making it smaller. How is that?
Because you're as you fold it, you're increasing its height.
Are you? What do you? No.
Well, see, if you get a piece of A4 paper.
Yeah.
So it's like that.
So you've got it flat. You've got it horizontal.
And then you fold it like that, and then pop it on its side. That's taller now.
Why is it taller?
Because it's in half. Well, what? Right. So paper has width, doesn't it?
Okay.
It has a thickness.
I've got a piece of paper.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna hold it like this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fold it in half along the horizontal or the vertical.
Well, what are you considering to be the bottom?
What? No, it doesn't matter what the bottom is. I mean, this is the bottom of the paper.
But how is it oriented? Is it portrait or landscape?
I'm holding it landscape.
Okay, landscape, then the vertical axis.
So, like this.
No.
That's the vertical.
No, it's not.
Well,
if it's landscape, then.
Okay, you want to fold it like this?
Yes, I do want you to fold it like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've now folded it like this.
Yeah, now it's thicker.
Oh, you mean that the width of the paper is getting thicker, and so every time I fold it, you're getting a little bit closer to the sun. Which, by the way, is right now.
It's a long bloody way away. I understand this. I know that this is the case.
You're talking about the philosophical argument of saying I'm going to the shop outside my house and I take one step and then I take half a step less and I will never ever reach the shop. So you would never reach the sun.
Why not?
Because every time you... It is confusing, but every time you take a step, if you take half a step less, you're never going to reach one. You're never going to. I mean, someone better at maths.
But if I wanted to reach the shop, then I'd just take full steps.
Well, that's the problem. But if you wanted to reach the sun, you wouldn't start by folding a piece of A4 paper, would you?
No, you'd get in a plane.
You'd get in a plane. You'd go over to Elon Musk's house, and you'd say, "I'll do it."
Yeah. We've got some comments. Josie H has got in touch. Say, will you ever do a review of the previous year's Cotty Awards? I've just had a sneaky look at the 2020 winners, and some of them are really popping off. Yeah, absolutely. I think, given that we're almost done with the 2021 ones, I think next week's going to be the 2020s, and then so on and so forth until we reach the start of the Cotties. After which, we'll head over to the European Tree of the Year Awards.
This is a channel exclusive dropping right now.
Really get stuck into those. I have previously voted in the European Tree of the Year Awards. I will reveal that to you tonight. And I think I voted this year, or maybe last year, and I don't think I voted for any of these trees. Yeah, bollocks. The 1,000-year-old plane tree of Kuringa sounds pretty good.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, it looks fine, doesn't it? Age 1,000 years.
1,000
Does
years.
what it fucking says on the tin. Ancient sycamore tree.
284 years. I mean, it's not ancient at all compared to the 1,000-year-old tree of Kuringa, is it?
No, it's not got a great deal going on.
Grow up.
Well, I think it's probably done growing up. They reach an upper ceiling of height, really, don't they? Trees.
Not impressed.
No. Well, I mean, that's just what's to look forward to once we're finished with the Coin of the Year awards. Josie also says, if you had a sheet of paper and folded it in half 50 times, how thick would it be? The answer is 100 million kilometres, which is about 2/3 of the distance between the Sun and the Earth. So that's what I'd heard.
Right, okay, hold on. Maybe I do understand. It's actually the exact opposite of the problem where you say every time you take
Because you're doubling it. You're doubling the
thickness. You're just talking about powers of... You're just talking about squares, right?
Yeah.
That's all we're talking about here. We're talking about squares. So
yeah.
So, yeah. I'm with you. But you couldn't do it.
No, of course you couldn't. Of course you couldn't.
Not even what's his name? Vladimir with his big brain could... the world's strongest man with his big...
Oh, Dimitar Severtinov.
Dimitar Severtinov.
And he was never world's strongest man. He was just a competitor.
Okay. He couldn't do it.
How's your beer going?
Yeah, I think it's going well. After this, we've got a very exciting drink that I'm looking forward to debuting on the stream.
That's good. Well, don't bring it out now.
Okay.
Let's wait. I am, of course. So today was the last day of school before the Easter holidays. So I am having a time. I had a small can of Goose Island IPA, which my friend bought me prior to this, which was a big boy 5.9%, and obviously now I'm having the Heinies. Difficult to make out the Heinies due to the fact that the cans are green and the green screen. So I can do that. It's quite good, isn't it?
Invisible Heine. I think it's a nice feature.
There you go, lovely stuff. But there we are. Joseph says, but I challenge you to fold a piece of paper more than 7 times. Can't be done. Yeah, this was the basic. Okay, let me just get Sam Cam on.
So we've done 2.
That's 2.
3.
Yep.
4.
Yep.
5.
I think we're about to reach the
6. Here comes 7.
I've not seen I don't think I've seen a completed fold there.
Yeah, well, you got to get the groove going. So this is 6.
Yeah. So you've fucked it rather with some fairly, let's be honest, slapdash folding in the first place.
Well,
you've got grooves all over the shop.
Yeah. Okay. I'm back to 6. No, wait, hold on. It is. You can do it. It's easy. You've got a quick 1, 2.
Josie
3,
says big hubris from Sam.
4, 5, 6, and then I guess we want to go along the verti again to get 7. Wow! Why? Why can't that be done then?
It just gets too thick, doesn't it?
Yeah, but why always 7? What about a thinner ply?
I don't know. Get one of your cheap ass flyers out.
Oh shit! My flyers are 250 grand, mate. 300
Yeah, I know. I know you've got thick GSM flyers, but I mean it was difficult to. I had the crack. Just didn't really have anyone to aim it at. Anyone who has thin flyers.
Shoot 'em wide with your bullets.
Well, you know. I'm annoyed that Keir Cam is picking up my can hand, but
fair enough. I'm very impressed with this paper fact. So 7. So apparently 7 is the limit.
So you're talking about clipping this for YouTube, and trying to put out some little clips. I'm definitely clipping you saying you can definitely fold a bit of paper more than 7 times, and then royally fucking it up.
I didn't fuck that. I got pretty close.
That's going on YouTube, mate.
I was only 2 off.
Yeah. Kit Sullivan, welcome, by the way. Lovely to have you with us, Kit. Kit says, is it gloss or matted sheet?
Oh, my flyers or this piece of paper?
I think that's standard matte A4, though, isn't it?
Well, it's printer paper, but it's not coarse. It does have a sort of a waxen feel to it. You know, you get the impression that if you got it wet, it would kind of maintain its consistency in a strange way.
Right.
It wouldn't go straight paper bag on you.
Okay, that's good.
You can fold a paper bag more than 7 times, probably.
Let's ask the chat. Chat, do you believe that it is possible to fold a paper bag more than 7 times? Do we have a specific size of paper bag?
Just your bog standard, what you'd imagine in a Simpsons cartoon paper bag.
Josie, does the 7 times folding refer solely to an A4 piece of paper, or would maybe an A3 or an A2 or something like that sustain further folding?
A big Neil Buchanan style Art Attack piece of paper. You could get that out on a big field.
Yeah.
You fold that 7 times, probably.
I mean, the mind thinks that it must be possible, but perhaps actually the reality of God's earth does not bear that out. Who knows? I need to go and have a piss. Do you have anything that you can entertain the guys, the friends, fans, pals with?
The quizzical coin collectors, yeah, sure, I can show them another one of my coins from my coin collection.
Wonderful. I'll just go and have a slash, and I'll hopefully be back pretty goddamn sharpish.
Okay, so welcome, nervous numismatists and conscientious coin dorks. This is one of my special 50p's. This is another 2012 Olympic 50p. Very exciting stuff. I just picked this straight out the box. No idea what it's about. Looks like it's about sailing. But it has a sort of a strange grid on the sky, so maybe referencing the Truman Show. Maybe the Olympic event was about trying to reach the end of what looks to be a Tron-like flat universe in which we are trapped, which may well be true. I think it's very interesting in the modern day that we talk so much, or were talking so much, you know, a year or so ago about flat earthers and taking the mickey, and you know, all of the scientists would pile on, oh, flat earth is ridiculous, and then they would go back to their papers and they would talk about hologram universe as though that was normal. And it is something that I think is worth considering, that we all potentially do live in a hologram universe, maybe a sort of video game set up to keep us entertained whilst we battery power some sort of octopus-like monster, and maybe through sport we can set our minds free and reach full nirvana, which is full realization of the grid. We can reach that on our boats. Maybe these are sails of the imagination, or solar sails of spaceships that will reach the stars and find that there is a limit to existence. So that is the 2012 Olympic 50p.
Wow, 2012 Olympic 50p. I'll take all of that you got. Just catching up on the chat here. Josie says, brief research indicates that Mythbusters tried to fold a sheet of paper the size of a football pitch as many times as they could. I quote, by fold 7, everyone involved in the project finds it very difficult. However, the team eventually manages to fold the paper 8 times with no tools. With the assistance of a forklift and steamroller, they get the paper to fold 11 times. And furthermore, in 2001, high school student Brittany Gallivan of Pomona, California, successfully managed to fold a paper in half 12 times by using a roll of long, thin specialty toilet paper that was 1.2 kilometers in length. Her efforts were part of an extra credit project for a maths class in which she was challenged to fold anything in half 12 times. So there you go.
What kind of maths class would fold anything in half 12 times?
Well, it's extra credit, isn't it? So
Well, that sounds like...
it does sound like bollocks. It sounds like bollocks. I'm sorry, but yeah, you're right.
Also, I mean, yeah, like also, you talk about like economic disparity in the education system, especially in America. Can you imagine the type of person who comes to class and they've bought a kilometre of specially made loo roll paper, which they then fold 12 times for extra credit? Just, I mean, fucking hell, just learn something, for God's sake.
You're damn right, cunts, really.
Yeah, yes.
Awful.
That's the official position.
That's Coins Live. That's our standpoint. You are able to commission a toilet roll, a novelty toilet roll for any of your classes. Get the fuck out.
But it's interesting to know that other people have thought about and successfully implemented my suggestion, my idea, but it might have been about the thickness of the ply.
Yeah.
It shows that actually, after all, I am smart.
Wow. Kit says 2012 50p deep coin. Thanks for the info, Sam.
Yeah, no problem.
Yep. Okay, great. Let's.
Come on, let's go back to the cotties.
Yeah. We've seen the Canadian LGBTQ2 coin. France. Oh, I was going to say the Discord. Is that something that's open to our coin interested friends, or is that just for our own personal consumption? What's the thinking?
I didn't want to be so arrogant as to suggest that this deserved a Discord.
Of course not.
I did make what? I mean, I'm new to Discord. I don't really understand it, but I'm in love with it, and I'm making a Discord for everything in my now.
Yeah.
And there is a coin stream Discord. At the moment, it is just for the masters of coin themselves, Messrs. Nick Oresti and Barr, and we discuss coin news and coin facts and all kinds of crap. I don't really know, but it is there.
Yeah.
So I'm open to it. If anyone gives a shit.
Now we've mentioned that we're the masters of coin. Obviously, on previous streams, we've been apportioning points, for which we decided to launch our own coins, which these points could be, I can't remember, traded for perhaps. So I guess we can head over to see. Obviously, last time, because it wasn't last week, it was the week before. Last time, my coin was substandard. Sam had put a lot of effort in, and I unfortunately had not had a great deal of time in my in my schedule. Lots had been going on. We've just returned to school, so there was lots of work going on. I'll be honest, with the assistant head interviews this week, I had to do a lot of running around for that. Are
we getting a recap on the coins?
Yeah, I had made. There we go. That needs to go away. We're getting a recap on the coins. I had a lot of work to do, basically. There was lots of coffee that needed to be made for the assistant head candidates, because you wouldn't want the candidates for assistant headship to be under-caffeinated when they're undergoing the interview process. And it was a 2-day interview process as well. There was a presentation task. There was the Goldfish Bowl activity. I don't know exactly what that is, but basically it was a lot of work. Kit Sullivan's asking whether coin is a mongoose this time, which I think is just just needlessly flippant and antagonistic. So Kit, I do not thank you for that comment. Most of the other comments that come in, I thank people for them. I don't thank them verbally, but I thank them for those comments in my heart.
Well, I'm giving Kit a point.
Well, you can.
That's now. So Josie's on 4 points.
Which
Kit's
Josie?
on 1 point. Hypatia.
Okay.
Old bastard. Whatever is. Hold on.
Old bastard.
I've forgotten some names. Not
Clearly. Baldy? You talking about Baldy?
Baldy.
Baldy's not with us today, but you have inferred from Baldy's username that Baldy is old and a bastard.
I don't know why. Anyway, he's on 3 points, and Charlie Miller's on 3 points.
Yeah, I don't know if Charlie's ever coming back. Sam Nicoresti has been cancelled by Josie Hypatia for calling Baldy old bastard.
Well, I'm sorry. I mean, I've got 3 points as well. Maybe I'll knock one off, so I'm down to 2.
Okay, right. Well, I'm glad you're keeping score. Do you want to see? Do you want to see my coin?
Yeah. Come on. Is this the new one?
Yeah.
No. Okay. Do you want to intro us?
So I found out that the Ethiopian currency is called the Barr, or the beer, B-I-R-R rather. And I was hoping that it would have Barr, B-I-R-R written on it in the Latin script, but obviously that was a real stupid hope, because it's not. Obviously, it's an Ethiopian coin, so it'd be written in the. What even is the Ethiopian script? I can't remember what the name for it is. Is it Amharic, or I don't know? Wow.
We could look it up.
Anyway. It's written it's written in letters that I cannot easily approximate to Barr.
What you're giving is a very long setup for a pun, basically.
Yeah. Well, I'd already spelt it out, so I think everyone had already inferred the pun. It's a missed pun.
Mm.
And I tried to.
The lion.
Well, yeah. I mean, I didn't do that.
What's going on around the top, the upper rim of the onside here?
I had to.
Is that to discuss?
Wow.
To say?
Well, yes, it is.
Okay.
I tried to. Well, I mean, you can see the coin here, can't you? You can see that it used to have that.
Is that the image that you were working for?
No, I found a different one, but I haven't managed to find it again.
Okay, interesting.
I mean, by working from, you mean opening up in GIMP and then sort of abusing. I tried to use the smudge tool so that it would make the make the colours more naturalistic.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I can see it. I can. You see, you used the smudge tool definitely. It's definitely happened.
I've been really tired this week.
No, it's good. I think listen, it's definitely an improvement on the last one, which was what even was that? That was an aardvark?
It was a tapir.
Oh yeah, it was a tapir. that coin was really bad.
Fuck
This
off.
coin is better. This coin is good. I'm like, does it have an off?
No.
Can we? Okay, there's no off. There's no off to flip it on. Okay,
No,
well
there's
that's
no
next
off.
week, maybe.
Well, I mean, look at. I've got
Wow.
this guy.
Yeah, right.
He's
and you've got to
he's
try
the off. I've got to try and I don't have a picture of my face from that angle. I mean, I could have tried to take one, but you know, time was limited.
You've been so tired.
I've been so tired.
What? No, well, it's good. How do you feel about it?
Well, I don't feel great, obviously.
Okay.
Of course,
Well, there you go.
Of course, I don't feel good about it.
It's time for me to debut my special drink.
Oh, okay, right. Hold there.
Wow.
Okay.
Sam's special drink. Oh, Hotel Chocolat salted caramel vodka liqueur.
Yeah.
Ambassador, you spoil us.
My mum sent it to me.
Did she?
Yeah. She
Wow.
kept saying, "I'm sending you a package. Will you be in?"
Were you
And,
in?
I'm always in. Yeah, I'm always in. And
Sorry.
it came the other day, and I didn't even think the thought didn't even occur to me that it might be a present when it was.
What thought occurred to you?
I thought she was probably sending me some sort of tax returns,
Right.
You know, because I never change my address because I don't
No.
want people
Yeah.
writing letters to me, and,
No.
and so often when my mum sends me stuff, it's something very stressful, like your pension has become redundant because you left this job too long, or you know, stuff I don't want to know about. I don't want to think. I don't care.
If Mum says
about-
I've got post at home, it's two bank accounts that have like a penny in them, sending
Yeah,
a statement. The student loans company, and that's it.
Yeah, that's very funny. I'm glad that someone else has. I thought I was so alone in that. My mum, get like going on at me about this bank account that's got a penny in it at Nationwide,
Yeah.
and she sends me the statements like all the time,
Yeah.
and I don't understand. Just don't understand it.
We had a
Just don't understand
big we had a big mould problem. Let me just show you the this cupboard over here. You can see the cupboard. That obviously is flush to the wall. There's a sort of damp mould problem, which Siri has remedied by using the mould spray. But basically, down by the amp there, and then up the wall there, and then inside the cupboard, big time damp kind of mould thing going on. I had all of my papers and all of the sort of post that Mum brings that I can't be bothered to sort through was in there. So I've probably chucked out about 15 statements from the HSBC and Lloyd's account that are of no use. Just this
Quite
week.
liberating feeling. Do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
I had for 12 years. Oh no, hold on, I'm not that old. For 10 years, I've kept all of my important documents, which is like stuff that people send me that I don't know what to do with,
Yeah.
in a plastic bag. And yeah, just recently, for some reason, there was some miscommunication, and the plastic bag got chucked out. And
Do you feel good?
yeah, because I realised that actually my life's not changed for the worst in any way, and I just don't have this big bag of things I didn't know what to do with hanging around. So that's all gone.
So that's our message to you tonight, friends. Take those important documents, those birth certificates, those passports, those mortgage statements. Take everything that you've got in that, that folder. You people know that folder. You know what you've got. Take all of that. Take that out into the back garden or into the balcony or just onto the doorstep and get those matches. Get the extra long Bryant and May secure, safe matches. Crack one of those. Give yourself a good bit of distance and set a fire. Set a fire under the corner of those documents and let them go up. Let them burn. Let all of that stress and worry and knowledge of self and history, let all of that personal history just go up in flames. Let it all burn up to the heavens and say goodbye and start anew, start afresh. Tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow is a good day. Tomorrow is Good Friday when we celebrate the resurrection of Christ and the resurrection of yourselves.
And it's also a sort of unofficial Boxing Day of April Fools, the national holiday of comedians everywhere. So it's a chance to reflect on some of the best pranks that you've heard and seen across the news media, and just have a good old giggle.
Yeah. Pissing myself says, be well awkward if Keir arrived just in time to hear this monologue. Well, I would imagine that Keir views his own ascension to the throne of Labour as being a sort of analogue to that process of burning up all of that history and good, all of that past, all of people's positive associations that they might have built up with Labour. I assume that he views his rising to power as being a similar process. Taking everything that people might have felt positively about Labour for 5 years, or maybe even the sort of far history of the party, and just off it goes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think my bag was mainly like swimming certificates, so I'm not too worried.
Okay, 5 meters.
Yeah, try 200.
What size whale did that have on it?
5 meters. I don't think it has I think it goes bigger than that. It'll probably have a sort of
spaceship.
Have some sort of kraken like sugar on it. I don't know. Some sort of Lovecraftian horror.
That's not some sort of
No,
20 meters. So the 200 meters doesn't seem to be no.
I wouldn't.
No, you're not waking up for less than 100 meters, are you?
Yeah, I'm a very strong swimmer. I will tell you that right now.
How many meters is that?
1. I think that's insulting to ducks.
That is, yeah.
I think a duckling could swim way more than 1
I
meter.
reckon if a duckling put in absolutely no fucking effort, if a duckling just sat there, it would eventually, due to wind and the sort of perhaps current, float further than that. Yeah.
This is certainly one of the situations in which an octopus would be able to act arrogant.
So,
and be justified in it.
Monica Beyondres, probably not real, would be recognised as a frog for swimming 12 metres, a turtle for swimming 25, I don't know, like a fucking piranha or something for 50, a shark for 100 metres, and then dolphin for 200. So your implication that it would be a kraken, certainly in this case, has not been borne out. But friends, viewers, if you can remember what was on your swimming certificates, if you were in receipt of any swimming certificates, and can map the animals onto the meter distance, do let us know. We're very keen to hear about this. This is supposed to be a sort of orca killer whale on this 200 meter badge. which would set you back 100 GBP.
Wow. And also, the idea that you would buy that.
You would have to be not having a great time in some aspect of your life, I think, to purchase that.
You would have to have reached a point in your life where you were such a failure that you had regressed so far back to think that if only you had got your 200-meter badge, everything would be working out.
Yeah, I reckon that for under £100, and this might be completely bollocks, but I reckon for under £100 you would be able to go down to your local swimming pool and say, if I swim 200 metres, can you give me a badge?
Yeah, I don't think there's any age limit.
No.
There's not. It's not like a SATs or whatever. You just do it as and when you do it, and you should be rewarded fairly for participating and proving your worth. I mean, just be clear, talking about people regressing and chasing childhood glories as kind of a way of excusing adult failings. I mean, I only became a member of Dennis the Menace fan club at the age of 28.
Yeah.
So, do hold out, do keep living your dreams.
Yeah. What? Is that because you work for the Beano?
I didn't work for the Beano. I did a bit of work at the Beano.
Yeah.
And they gave me a badge on my last day because I kept asking for it. It's pretty good.
I'm sure it is.
I've got it up there.
Do you want to get
I'll
it
show
out?
it to you if you want.
Yeah, get it out.
Up we go. Right.
No sightings of Sir Keir Starmer as yet, but remember, if you do see him, please use the command ! There he is, to alert us to that fact.
I've got
We'll get it out.
Yeah, it's a wallet. I'm showing you the whole thing.
Oh right, okay.
Opens up.
Yeah.
And then I've got a kind of credit card.
Dennis credit card. Yeah. What's the number? What's the long?
Tell you. Can't really tell you that. And that's obviously that's preloaded with a bunch of cash.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm a member of the Dennis the Menace fan club.
What?
Okay, we get per diems. Comes with a little certificate of thanks from Dennis himself. This is Dennis the Menace.
What does he say?
He says, "Dear
Beano fan." Sorry, I was trying to do John Kearns doing the old Beano advert, but I can't do Kearns' voice. So.
Sorry, I can't really read. I'm trying to read it in script. Dear Beano fan, you are now a lifelong member of our fan club, and here's your membership card to prove it. Fill in the details and keep the card safely in this special wallet. And it comes out, and it's been folded not more than 7 times, I'm sure. And it says, remember, always wear your club badges, which I don't, because I want it to maintain some sort of resale value. And then Nasher says, grunt Nash now, snuffle. So whatever. Frankly, not going to talk to a dog. It's
no need. Oh, bloody hell! I hate to stop you there, Sam. I hate to pause you in mid-flow, but you'll never guess who's arrived.
I don't know.
It is
Keir Starmer.
Old bastard himself.
Okay.
Baldy is here. Baldy, I'm terribly sorry for calling you old bastard there. It's a callback to earlier on in the stream when Sam Nicoresti, already your mortal enemy, was trying to remember your screen name and could only come up with old bastard, which...
I'm really
Look at
sorry.
him. Chasing Sam. Chasing Nicoresti never thought that he'd be confronted with the subject of his own failure of memory and quite a rude, unpleasant, uncouth failure of memory in that. There he is. Look at him.
Yeah, I can but apologise. I don't know.
Would you like to?
I can't even think what the connection I'd made with my synapses was, but old bastard is what came out.
Yeah. Baldy says, I'm quite an old bastard, but I don't think anyone needs to. You certainly don't need to have that inferred about you by some little squirt, some upstart on essentially a game streaming platform. Josie says Sam could make it up to Baldy by folding a piece of paper 8 times.
Yeah,
Another.
I'm happy to if someone wants to get me a kilometre of toilet paper.
Yeah, you've missed a lot of content so far tonight, Baldy. So yeah, a lot of callbacks.
Do you reckon you could do it with a single piece of toilet? What do you call it? Like a square of toilet paper? If that's the denominational unit.
Well, tell you what. Let me go and get one.
Okay, I'm just gonna have a go. I'll tell you about the rest of my Beano stuff. Yeah. So sorry, just to finish off. So then we've got 2 badges. One of them is a sort of googly-eyed Gnasher, who is the famous dog from the series. They don't move. They don't actually move. And then I've got just a pin badge, boring, all in the cellophane wrapper. Make a tidy sum of that in a couple of years, I'm sure. And I have now lost it, but I do remember when I first received this badge pack, there was some sort of rule set that told you. Oh, here it is. No. Yes. So there is a sort of a promise at the bottom, kind of like if you'd join the Freemasons and you promise by joining the Dennis and Gnasher fan club to, and these are secret rules actually, so I might not, I shouldn't really tell you, but make someone laugh every day, pledge to prank others good and proper, and swear to be epic forever. And with the exception of rule 3, I pretty much do abide by the secret rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually get going in the morning, trying to make my girlfriend laugh, and then from there it's plain sailing really, setting up pranks for when she comes home in the evening. That's it.
Wonderful. Yeah. That's really good. I mean, I hope that we can, through strength of collective joy, spending time with one another, and celebrating all that is good about one another, we can get you to a point where you're willing to swear to be epic every day. I've got a bit of toilet paper from downstairs, which I have. Obviously, I believe it's a sort of 2-ply affair. It's from Who Gives a Crap, which is a sort of toilet roll subscription service.
What is wrong with you?
Well, we get an absolute shitload of rolls about once every 6 months. They all go in the bathroom, and it's cheaper, and it's all like partially recycled or something like that.
Okay.
I think it has worked out cheaper. So we've had this just
guess,
slightly pre-pandemic. And there's a lot of us in the house. So.
And you are going to be shitting for life, whatever happens.
Yeah. You can't stop shit.
It's true.
Wow. That's wow for the magnitude of truth that has been laid upon you there. So I've got this bit of toilet roll. I'm going to try and fold it 8 times. I've got to say, having folded it the first time, I am already feeling that it's not going to be possible. So there's the first fold.
Yeah, that's good. Why doubt yourself at this point?
Because I just reckon it's going to get really hard.
Nonsense.
I'm not going to go into it with the same happy-go-lucky attitude that you had. I've observed the chatter. I've seen what's happened beforehand, and I am apprehensive. So that's 2 folds.
Yeah. Are you trying to get straight edges here? You're looking for no overspill.
I am trying to get straight edges here.
To me, that's That's
3 folds.
not what you want, because you're packing it all in. If you get overspill, you take in little bits of toilet paper out the equation.
I think that's bullshit.
Yeah, it is bullshit. It's all in the curve, isn't it?
4 folds. Pissing myself says, good to still have some toilet talk on a Thursday. It's referring to Peter Toilet, the protagonist, I suppose, of my Thursday night football streams, which obviously are no longer happening on a Thursday night. And notably, our resident American, who would usually be with us tonight, Avalon Britain, is not here. And I hope that Avalon has not been put off by the fact that this is now a coin stream. But unfortunately, Sam's diary means that that Thursday night football is no longer viable, so it's going to switch to Sunday night football. And I hope that everyone's fine with that.
I'm sorry.
That's 5 now, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to go prime time, you know. I just thought coin stream should be in the evenings where people catch it.
Yeah, and so notably one of my most notable and interactive regulars, Avalon, is not here, and Josie Russell, one of the regulars from the Sunday slot, is also not here for coins. So I mean, that's, you know, we need to work on things. That's 6.
Build it and they will come. I mean, that was before the internet that they did that film.
Yeah.
They didn't know how many people were going to be building stuff.
No. I mean, that is 7, but I
do it once more.
But I don't think that's going to be possible.
Oh, grow up. That will easily fold.
It won't. It genuinely won't. It will sort of bend. It will bend.
Just bend it all the way. Keep going. 100% bend.
I just made a sort of, so that's 8. And that's just a sort of nub of bog roll now.
Great, but you have
that's the sort of thing that if it were wet, you'd just pick it off. You'd pick it off your neck after a bully had spitballed it at you.
Yuck! I would never. Wet bog roll. No, thank you.
Oh dear. So apparently, Foxdog. Josie R has a prior appointment with Foxdog, says Josie H. Josie H will let them know that they're missed, which is lovely. Well, you know, that's a shame. I thought we didn't clash with anyone tonight, but obviously we do.
There's only 7 days in a week.
Words to live by.
Funny.
Wow. Accidental.
Okay, it's time for my toilet break.
Okay. So, pals. We've had very little feedback on the subject of swimming certificates so far. If anyone has any swimming certificate animals that they remember, or any memories of swimming at all, do let us know. Here's obviously the Stepping Stones 200 metres certificate template. Very exciting template to review there. A bus has just gone past on KeirCam. So that's good as well. That's a pain in the ass. Thanks very much for joining us. I don't really have a great deal to say without Sam here, which is a shame. I should focus on having some extra banter. But as I explained, it's been a really tiring week. Hopefully, I'm taking basically 2 weeks off. So I'm gonna try and do my long form novel writing stream, or start that off, or something like that. I've also got Euro Truck Simulator. Not that anyone needs to see any more Euro Truck Simulator streams, but I have got it, and I did my first 2 deliveries yesterday, which was really good fun. I understand why people find it so mesmerising now. It's a very involving game. Josie H has provided I used some of my swimming award patches on the cover of a music release, but there we go. Betterment. So is this your music release? Yes, it is. Wonderful. Well, I look forward to having listened to that. Electronics Underwater Voice. I will definitely give that a listen. Thank you very much, Josie. My most cherished is the Savlon Water Baby Award, which was given to me to celebrate my ability to swim at less than 1 year of age. Let's see if we can bring that up. Oh, yes, there we go. That's a very nice looking award, I think. A nice badge, simple, 2 colours, cream and blue. A nice shade of blue, and with a fish swimming unrealistically above the surface of the water. It is selling for $5.99, so I don't know whether that's necessarily worth you pawning it, worth the monetary value versus the emotional value. Josie has just brought up that they have this Savlon Water Baby badge for swimming at less than 1 year of age.
So what's swimming out of your mother's uterus into a birthing pool?
I hadn't considered that might be the what has been rewarded.
Sorry, that was just what I inferred from the sort of the images that I saw.
Right.
How
about this?
Is probably wrong.
How about this one?
Small, isn't it? What are those measurements? Millimeters?
Yes, I imagine so. So it's about
yeah. Oh, I guess you've got to put it on a baby's swimming costume, don't you? So it's going to have to be small.
Yeah, so about 5 centimeters across, I imagine.
Yeah. That's very small.
Yeah.
Reference it on my own ruler here. No, that's about badge size.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Let's head back over to the most inspirational coin.
Oh God! You fucking hell! Oh, we haven't seen one of them. Jeez.
No. No, you're right. Actually, we didn't actually see the Benin one, did we?
We couldn't find it. Oh my God! Come on, look. Let's look at the Austrian one now.
Okay.
Up on the screen.
Right. Well,
3302, €20.
Austria, KM 3302, 20 euro. Moon landing.
Oh my God! Oh fuck me! It's bad.
It's bad, isn't it?
I don't mind going straight. I feel confident enough now on this stream to call it as I see it, and that is crap. I have not seen a single good moon landing coin, and what a historic event for somebody. I love the moon landing. I think the moon landing's great. I'd love to see more of it, quite frankly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which nation? Because it's going to be a national thing, isn't it? Well, it'd probably be a transnational thing. But which nation would you most like to see land on the moon? Because you think that the commemorative objects produced in recognition of that would be the best. I've got my answer. I want to see if yours chimes with it.
It's the Cook Islands.
That's it's North Korea.
Okay, right. I want to see the Cook Islands.
I want to see the Cook Islands do it, but they're not a sovereign nation.
Okay. Oh, sorry. You want to see the North Korea?
I want to see what North Korea is laying down when they land their first man or woman or person or anyone on the fucking moon. I want to see what North Korea is bringing out, because I must have.
Are we talking coins? You want to see what the coin is, or do you mean you want to see what they've brought to space?
No, anything that is produced by North Korea after they have landed somebody on the moon is going to be absolutely fucking superb. Like I must have directed you towards Rodong before.
I'll tell you, absolutely not.
Rodong Simun is, oh dear, what's going on there? Okay, so everything. Ah dear. So
I can't wait to see this evidence.
well, Rodong Simun is the sort of North Korean official news, certainly the English language news website. Maybe it's just their official news website. But they have the most incredible. So that's been
unclickable hyperlinks.
That's been blocked for some reason. So maybe you can't open them in a window which is viewable. Let me just open one of these and see if I can read it to you.
You say that the English language North Korean news website has a function that means it can't be streamed.
I think
like
that's
a QuickTime player.
I think that might be what I'm saying.
Okay, wow.
So I've clicked on. It's got the most.
That betrays a real lack of your nation's media, doesn't it?
It is written. It's the most compelling prose style that I have come across.
I can see some of the headings.
So I've clicked on construction of residential district of modern apartment buildings on bank of River Pothong starts. Respected comrade Kim Jong-un looks round site again. And the text of this article: the construction of the residential district of terraced apartment buildings on the bank of the River Pothong is to be undertaken in real earnest, true to our party's great plan for architectural development and its architectural idea based on the people first principle. Kim Jong-un, General Secretary of the Workers' Party of Korea and President of the State Affairs of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, looked round the site again with secretaries of the party's Central Committee. Another worthwhile construction project has begun to implement his great plan to build a residential district of modern terraced apartment buildings for our people in the excellent place on the bank of the picturesque river. Looking round the construction units deployed in the site, getting themselves ready to get down to the construction, he learned about the areas assigned for the construction. I'll give you
It's the again that gets you. It's the reminder that this article has clearly been written before, and now a whole new bunch of exalted phrases have to be conjured.
And the frequency with which the respected comrade Kim Jong-un looks around factories or construction sites, the fucking work that the guys from Rodong must be putting in just to bring some sort of new or freshness to it.
Fresh, yeah, you're right.
He stressed that the construction of the terraced apartment buildings for 800 flats is a project reflecting the plan and intention of the party's Central Committee to give a facelift to the city by building apartment buildings of new styles and to provide highly developed living environments and conditions for the people. He called on all the construction units to implement our party's far-reaching policy for the capital city construction with great devotion and unyielding practice, being well cognizant of the importance of the project. He said he would always pay. This is one of the longest ones I've ever seen as well.
I can tell, yeah, fuck it, you talking for ages.
Yeah, I'll just see if there's any particularly good phrases in here.
I mean, I like any. Looking at these other articles, I really like a news story that begins with "Let's."
Yep. Okay. Let's make
Great.
devoted efforts for strengthening party work and developing cities and counties. Second day sitting of first short course for chief secretaries of city and county party committees held. General secretary.
I think all new should start with a call to action like that. Let's do this. The news has had an idea.
You can't
Let's
include
action
this. You can't see this obviously, but this includes as a not just a sentence on its own, but a paragraph on its own. Speeches were made there.
That's lovely. That's bordering on poetic.
And oh bloody hell, this one is actually miles longer and ends with the phrase "the short course continues." So anyway, that's Rodong. How on
How
earth?
did we get here?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Coins. Oh yeah. You wanted North Korea to land on the moon.
Yes, I wanted North
coin.
Korea to land on the moon because I reckon they'd make a better fucking fist of it than the Austrians have commemorating the American landing on the moon.
But the question was which country do you, which sovereign nation do you want to land on the moon? And you said Korea, and then as evidence for that, you went onto a website that had the longest articles in the world. And
They're
read out
not
all of
usually
one.
that long, and I didn't read out all of it. I read out about a third.
Let's prosper and send his most exalted noble leader,
It
Kim Jong-un,
wouldn't
to the
be
moon.
his most exalted noble leader. It would be the great respected comrade, or
That's the one. Yeah.
something like that.
I think India, to be honest. I remember
Big Modi on the moon.
recently when I think it was Mars. India sent a probe that was going to land on Mars, I think, or it might have been the dark side of the moon. I've kind of forgot. I think it was the dark side of the moon, and it would have been their first moon landing. And I was lucky enough to get to watch this event with an Indian family, and it was just one of the most exciting nights of my life. Like the fervor and the love and the sort of the just like the excitement of the idea that your nation is about to fucking land on the moon. We've never had that. Britain's never going to have that. We're not a global power. We're not a superpower. We're never going to land on the fucking moon. Let's put our weight behind India, because I would love to see India land on the moon, and I'd love to see Indian commemorative coin. And that's my pitch to you.
Yeah. So you support BJPD?
I don't know what that stands for, but yes, all for it.
That is the Modi's. That's
party.
Modi's party. Yeah, the Bharatiya Janata Party.
I'm not having any opinion on it. I think whatever nation, they're going to have their deep-seated problems, aren't they? But
Yeah.
let's do it.
Let's
Or
do
give
it.
it over to private. Or give it over to private enterprise and just have done with it. 'cause
Get
they can do it more
Musk
efficiently.
on the moon. Get Musk on the moon. I said get Musk on the moon. Get Musk on the moon and kill him on the moon. Sorry.
Get Musk on Mars and commemorate that in a coin. Do you know what? Actually, this came up for me in my mind the other day. Yeah, thinking a lot about when Musk lands on the moon and establishes a Mars colony, which is gonna hopefully happen.
What's he doing establishing a Mars colony on the moon? You
Trying it
daft,
out.
you daft cunt. What are you talking about?
He's tested it out. He's got lost with SpaceX rockets. It hit the Tesla car that's floating around in orbit. Got knocked off course. Stranded on the moon, and nobody but
Well,
India
I've
could reach it.
already got the banners printed.
Yeah. No, but listen, this is it.
I'm
right?
listening.
What are they going to do for currency, and would they have it?
Oh. Well, I mean, if anyone's gonna create a fucking Bitcoin economy on a planet, or orbital body,
Yeah,
it's Elon Musk.
it's Musk.
Yeah.
If you're creating Bitcoin, though, if you're creating digital currency on Mars, that means that your currency is linked back to the mother planet. It's completely reliant on satellites and so on from Earth. Now, how does that?
What if you set up your own system of satellites around it? Yeah, but I suppose that effort will require
Money.
money. Yeah. Well, he's got that.
Yeah.
It's spards.
But what is it worth on the surface of Mars? I think it's a really, I think it's an interesting thought to have. I have that thought all the time.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited for people to live on Mars. Yeah, I do believe in the conquest of the stars.
Is there anything of value on Mars? This is a Quora.
Yes.
Yes. A demonstration of our ability to create wealth and greater appreciation of the cosmos and our place in it. In short, the maturation of our race beyond ancient failed notions of lack and limitation.
So that means nothing. That's word spaghetti.
Yeah.
It's not worth anything, is it?
After all, the value of a thing is a function of our ability to make use of it. The value of Mars must also be measured in relation to values available more closely on Earth and Mars' ability to free us of the necessary strictures of our biosphere. On Earth, easily available resources are depleted and depleting. Our ability to make use of aggressive technical means to create value constrained by consideration of our dependence on a fragile global ecosystem. Whether it's gases coming from our tailpipes, I assume he means ass, the plastic bags and containers we throw away by the billions daily, or the dirty runoff of our global mining operations, continued growth in human wealth and numbers conflicts with sustainable development. How's that sweet liquor going down for you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've had half of it.
Have you? Well,
It's very Moorish.
I do
actually.
need to go and take another piss. Would you be able to cover?
Yeah, I'll do a coin.
Okay, let me bring you up on. Yeah, there's Sam Cam. Is your stir fry ready?
No, I think it's going in the fridge because I've.
Because you've been dicking around for too long.
Yeah. Okay, right. Let's
Okay.
have a look at another coin. So. Those are all crap. I want to give you guys the best on the channel. I'm just bringing out handfuls of the stuff now. Oh, there we go. Here's a nice one. Did you have a bit? Yeah. So there you go. My girlfriend would put it in a coffee. I'm just drinking it neat. Battle of Britain, 50p, 1066. This is where it all went wrong for us. Of course, before this, we were, just living our lives, and then along came the Normans, and they started telling us that cows were beef and sheep were lamb, all kinds of crap. William the Bastard, of course, took away our freedoms, but luckily we got them back nigh on 1,000 years later when we left the European Union. So very happy about that. And this is from 2016, so that's commemorating not quite 1,000 years, so they should have obviously held out. Seems a shame to have printed so many of these coins. If you'd just waited another 50 years, you could have had a more interesting coin. There you go. So yeah, if you're interested in that kind of stuff, I was very interested in this at one point in my life. I did a whole degree in it. That's how much I love stuff that doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, big fan of William the Conqueror, and a big fan of getting our nation back. You know, for the Picts and the Celts, and before that, the ancient humans who came over from the African landmass, the true Brits. Oh, The vodka caramel proving very popular with everyone who isn't me. Yeah, well, I've kind of run out of stuff to say on this, really. I thought these piss would take less time. I'll show you another one. Also, just to be clear for anybody who doesn't know, I am not from this country. Well, I am, but my families certainly aren't. So, please don't take what I was saying. And let's have a look at. There we go. That's got to be the Battle of Trafalgar, if I'm not mistaken. What does it say? The First World War.
That's £2 coin, is it?
£2 coin, First World War, and it's got a picture of some battleships on it, which is what it's Trafalgar.
Yeah.
Does it? I can't really see.
Well, I mean, it's difficult to make out on the camera, to be honest.
Can't make it out with my own eyes.
Well, I would assume that their ship's appropriate to whatever battle they're pertaining to be from.
And it says 1914 to 1918. That's how long that one went on for.
That's the firstie.
Yeah.
That's the firstie. Which is what I call the First World War. The firstie.
And then, and before that, we had a look at the Battle of Hastings.
10-66-66. Shoot, hit Godwin through the eye. 66-66. That was when Harold Godwin got shot through the eye, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Absolutely.
Hardradas from the sea. 66.
Is this a real song?
Yes.
Never heard it before. And of course, famously, Battle of Hastings didn't happen in Hastings.
Or did it happen in St Leonard's or Battle?
What? Well, it happened sort of up the road.
Yeah, so there's if you're getting a train down that way, then there's St Leonard's Warrior Square, or there's obviously the village of Battle.
Oh, yeah. Right. I see what you're saying to me. Yeah. Have you ever been? We went.
I haven't, but I've been through Battle.
It's nice.
And through St Leonard's Warrior Square as well.
Warrior
on the
Square.
train. But
yeah, we did. I went to Battle, had a look at where he died, and then we went
Who
down
died?
to Godwin. Harold.
The worst
And then went
Harold.
down.
Harold Hardrada just sounds so much better. Harold Godwin sounds like crap.
Yeah. Wow. There you go. You're a Hardrada head.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's the double A's that get me.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. So you know, when you're in that period of primary school where you're learning about that shit, those double A's, they're so alluring. There's a combination of letters you're not used to seeing. Certainly, if you grow up in Folkestone, which is very sort of monocultural. Certainly at that time, place.
Yeah, well, that's Godwin's neck of the wood, isn't it? You know, you're down there, Wessex.
Hey man, we ain't West.
you're
We
not
ain't fucking Wessex, man.
Living up north in the Danelaw, that's where you want to be. You know, up in the fucking Viking past.
Yeah.
Chatting that Hardrada shit.
My dad alleges that he's a Viking.
Absolute nonsense.
Yeah, total shit.
Yeah.
Total shit. He just says that because he was blonde and was from Scotland, that means that he's a Viking.
Nah, that's what they all want to think.
I know, man. Kit Sullivan has said some things. I presume they relate to your coin. Old Willie
I've
Conks.
said a lot of really controversial things. So.
Old Willie Conks. That'll be the victory then with old Nelsie. And before that, he said, "I want to see the Screaming Moon coin," which I think is relating to the Cook Islands being landing on the moon. However, of course, as we have established, Cook Islands are not a sovereign nation. But I suppose they do have a lot of sort of capital from all of the money laundering that goes on there. So maybe they'd be able to raise funds to do a sort of vanity trip to the moon. You don't want to see the No.
It's embarrassing.
It is shit. So you consider the ones that are already in value hella, the AI coin, and the others, the DNA coin, the evolution coin, that were just so good.
So
And
they
then
clearly
you
know how to make a good coin.
look back at this fucking absolute slapdash crap.
Yeah. It reminds me of my art GCSE, where you had to do 2 pieces of coursework, but I forgot about that, so I spent all my time. I did a whole year
Number
making
one.
one piece, number 1, and then in the last day, I went outside because someone said, "Oh, you've got to do a whole another one."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, fuck!" So I went outside and I picked up two sticks. And I put them in some clay, and then I glued another stick on top, and I said it was a Japanese Buddhist Shinto gate. And I got a B.
Got a B for that.
Overall.
Right, okay, what did you get for that?
Well, it must have been about a C or a D, I guess.
Right, okay, so you reckon you got really good for the first one?
The first one was really good.
Okay.
I smashed the TV.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. I did installation art. Everyone loved it.
What kind of TV?
CRT, old CRT.
What make?
Oh, I can't remember. It was hard to crack though. You'd be amazed, those screens. Yeah, it took a couple good thwacks.
What were you thwacking it with?
Solid wooden baseball bat that my great uncle Dave gave me from his travels after his first wife.
My dad always kept a solid wooden baseball bat in the in my parents' room.
That's
I
weird.
remember that. Yeah, it is weird. But he was always, and still is, to be honest, obsessed with the idea that basically there was a sort of very reactionary man. There's a council estate that was built kind of like behind the estate that we lived on, St Andrew's Close, and Dad was always obsessed with the idea that the people from St Andrew's Close would come down and cause all sorts of mischief on the estate. So, like, if somebody was having some scaffolding done near us, and the van was left overnight outside, round the side of our house, he would be convinced that the St Andrew's Close louts would come down from. And it's not really even coming down. Like there's no slope or anything.
Right, yeah,
Walk
Coming
across, walk towards town, from St Andrew's Close. They would come there. They would see the scaffolding van, and they would pick all of the bits of scaffolding out the back of the van, and sort of lance them through the windows in order to get
Wow.
get upstairs
This is
to
a
it.
very
to it-
involved narrative that he's created.
To his Vitalite tub full of coins
Yeah, but he's
and
stacking.
steal them. But don't worry, he's got his fucking baseball bat in the bathroom, in the room rather, and he'll club their heads off.
This is why, you see, if he was working with shell money, the lads from St Andrew's Close would have no interest in lancing scaffolding through his window
What, because it's not stackable? What are you saying?
because it's not stackable.
I find it weird that my dad had a very sort of. I mean, you don't want to psychoanalyze your parents because you assume that.
Why not?
Well, it's a big can of worms, isn't it?
I guess so.
But he seems to have had a very kind of falling down idea about how everything's going to play out.
Do you reckon he could have been a Y2K-er?
No, because he didn't understand it.
What's not to understand?
Well, you've got to put an exclamation mark at the end of the Keir, Ed.
Well, let's look. Come on, let's go over to Keir Cam and have a look anyway.
Well, no, let's see if Ed can trigger it with the. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I still can't see him. What a worthwhile
But we figured it out. You've got to capitalise the K and put an exclamation mark at the end.
I didn't think that I'd made it capitalised, but yeah, obviously
You've made it very hard. You have made it impossible to use.
Well, at least next week we won't have Keir coming over, so
Will we
won't.
not? I'm sad to hear it.
Maybe we will.
Might like to meet the man.
Maybe Vince Cable can come over next week.
Jesus. We could get Ed Miliband on, couldn't we? That's like
We
within
might
our
actually,
reach.
we might actually be able to do that.
We could stretch to Ed. I mean, we'd have to tighten up our act a little bit. We have been talking for what looks to me to be 3 hours now, and we haven't successfully completed a single category of the cotties.
Not quite 3 hours. We personally have been speaking for around about 3 hours.
3.5 hours, yeah.
Yeah, but pissing myself. Funny Bear says my economics teacher was Vince Cable's brother. That's pretty good. What was their name?
My economics teacher was Vince Cable's brother. That does make sense.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Mr. Cable, presumably.
Yeah. First name. What first name? Keith Cable.
Keith
Cable. No, fuck off. Fuck off. Ed has got in there just slightly too late to suggest that it was undersea cable, but that nonetheless goes appreciated. I'll give you a wow for that. Wow! Also, due to being the let you on a little sort of peek behind the curtain here. What I use to trigger the wow is the right arrow, which means that every time I try and trigger a wow, I cycle through a picture of Vince Cable, which is pretty exciting.
Wow! In and of itself, well worthy.
Yeah.
Wow!
My mum's a big Lib Dem. Or she was. I don't know. I don't know where she stands on them now, but used to be. I used to be a card-carrying Lib Dem.
That's crazy.
Embarrassing. But we all got taken in by Clegg Mania. I just happened to get taken in by Mingus Campbell Mania.
I never did. I've never been a card carrying anything.
Have we not?
Well, I've got a blood donor card. Yeah, and that's it. I believe in nothing.
Let's see what other. I think.
Should we have a look at another coin?
Yeah. I was just gonna get my wallet out and see what cards I had in there, but that's absolutely not worth doing. So.
All right, inspirational coins. So we've had.
We've looked at two of them. We've looked at fucking two of them.
One of the worst coins I've ever seen. The anniversary of Woodstock, which we couldn't even find.
Unable to find this award-nominated coin is completely invisible. It has been expunged from the earth. It has been superseded by the 50th anniversary of Woodstock coin from the Cook Islands. Not even a nation, just happens to be one of the countries, one of the territories producing some absolutely terrifying coins.
Cucked by the Cook Islands coin.
We've technically previously seen the Canada KM2807 $10. That is done. France KM2564 €10 silver Notre Dame Cathedral. Do we want to look at that?
Notre Dame.
Sorry.
Yeah, come on, let's have a quick. Because I think it has come up before. We might as well.
Can you remember the figure and read it out for me?
2564 €10.
France 2564 €10. Notre Dame Cathedral.
Not to forget that earlier, maybe a couple of years ago, how much our hearts bled when we saw the collapse of civilization, when Notre Dame's famous spires burnt.
It did get absolutely burnt to crap there, didn't it?
It did get burnt down, yeah. And there was all kinds of stuff going around. Everyone's sharing Kenneth Clark's Civilization.
To be fair,
here is the hotbed of the birth of European art. which is a misrepresentation of civilization, which is actually a really broad scope program about the kind of like history of lots of different human attempts at civilization, not just European white, but you know how some people like that shit. And now here we are.
Apparently, Mingus Campbell conferred pissing myself's PhD on them at graduation.
I don't understand that sentence.
Buck, right. I assume he is the guy who just like handed it out. I'm assuming that's the case.
Why did you say fuck like that? That was scary.
Because Ed Hobson has found the Benin coin.
Okay.
And it's shit.
What?
I don't like that.
I like it.
You like it?
I like it.
Peace, love, hope, faith, joy, kindness.
Yeah. Those are all the things that Woodstock stood for. I like it more than the plectrum.
I like it more. I like it more than the plectrum. I like it more than the plectrum.
We've got our first disagreement.
We have.
Our first lovers' tiff. I like this coin.
That just reminds me of. Hang on, I've just realised that it's got loads of weed in the background.
Yeah. It's got.
Okay.
What's very clearly loads of weed.
I am now reappraising it. I thought it was just this.
Like a mint. A mint. This is a coin. This is like a government has said, yes, let's.
Fair play, Benin. I didn't realise that you had put loads of weed on it. I was just going by this sort of kind of like knockoff Beatles graphic kind of thing here. The weed elevates that.
What's wrong with a little peace, love, and understanding?
And hope, faith, joy, and kindness.
Faith, joy, and kindness.
Yeah. So I didn't put CFA on it. I should have realised that was the currency. But I don't really. I can't remember. I want to find out what CFA stands for.
I might want to put Benin in there as well.
No, because it's a. There's a lot of African nations that have CFA as their currency, I think.
Okay, Central something then, in that case.
West African CFA franc. Communauté financière d'Afrique. Financial Community of Africa. So there we go.
It's a financial community of Africa, Louise.
Yeah. Ed, thank you so much for bringing our attention to that. I'm sorry for being disparaging about it in the first place. That was before I realised that it had shit tons of weed on it.
It's a fun coin.
Now that I realise that, I am thoroughly, 100% in favour. Read the description.
Good bit of fun. Oh, nice. They're having a bit of fun.
They certainly are. A silver proof. That's in high demand. When legendary Beatle John Lennon recorded Give Peace a Chance during his June 1969 bed-in with Yoko Ono, the song soon became an anti-Vietnam War protest. I can't read all of this because there is a lot of description. Struck in highly pure. God, they are really getting off on this.
Oh, they love it. They've really Googled weed.
Yeah, legal tender coinage, gorgeous proof condition, low limited edition. The maximum worldwide limited mintage for this proof coin has been set at just 999.
Wow! What? Holy crap! I gotta tell you, that is low mintage.
That is low mintage.
I'm telling you, from someone who collects coins, who is a card-carrying member of, several coin websites.
Show us the cards. bitch.
They're on my phone.
Right.
They're not. I've got logins. That is an extremely low mintage. Even like, like a Kew Gardens 50p, which is, gotta say, probably the rarest 50p.
Yeah.
You're looking at a couple 100,000.
I'm putting a full vault
in
face on this.
circulation.
I think it's good now.
Nice.
Low mintage. Tons of weed on it. Fair fucks. Ed, thank you. Thank you so much. And, indeed, thank you from the Goblin.
Well, he didn't give us he gave me this little bit of gold, you see.
No, yeah, but the Goblin is thanking Ed for showing us the coin.
I'm sure he would. The Goblin, he really knows his money.
Yeah.
And this is
That's
one of the
good.
things
That's
that you
good
really
gold, man. That's good gold.
If you spend any time in the company of this Goblin,
Yeah.
you'll realise this is a good, because you're not just buying a lump of pure 24 karat gold. You're also buying an investment opportunity.
I do hope
And
that you will chip a bit of that off, and then next time we finally get to go to the studio, we can spend a little bit of that on some fast food or something like that.
They'll accept it.
They certainly will. We've looked at the Notre Dame. Or did we even get there? Yeah, we did. Well, we didn't discuss it.
It means nothing. It
That's
means
boring.
fucking nothing.
It's
I'm not
fucking
inspired by it. I don't care about it.
boring, man. Although prefigures the reconstruction of Notre Dame because it hadn't burnt by then. So
then why are they even celebrating it?
because they loved it. They're fucking cathedral fuckers. They want to shag their cathedral. That's it.
Christ. Get over it.
Yeah.
Work on your inherent
Fuck off.
racism problems.
Also, we had a brief look at Josie had used their Savlon swimming badge as part of an artwork for an album. So if anyone wants to look
cool.
up, I can't make it out on here, but anyway, Betterment. The links are a long way up in the chat. So
I'd reckon I've got a couple of Josie's albums.
Have you?
Actually, yeah. Hold on, I've got them right here.
Show them, present them.
I'm stuck. There we go.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, we can, if anyone gets on the Discord, you can pop some links in there or something.
I haven't told anyone how to get on the Discord because I don't understand how.
No, you haven't. Okay, fair enough. But if anyone needs to know, contact either of us on Twitter and we'll figure it out.
We'll think about it. I think Discord could be quite fun.
I think it could as well.
If you need more than if 3 hours of meandering coin chat's not enough for you.
No. Did you see the chortle? I don't know whether it was the chortle or the Bruce DeSalle April Fools.
Oh, has he done one? Has he?
One of them did it. I looked up the time that DeSalle posted it was post midday. So presumably that means he was just picking up on Chortle's one, which was saying that DeSalle was going on Dragon's Den, asking for £100,000.
What do you mean? You think that Bruce DeSalle read Chortle's prank article and thought it was real?
No, I don't think that. I think that DeSalle posted about Chortle's prank article, trying to drive up some hits on his website. I don't know. But the fact that he posted it after this was after Chortle's post.
Okay.
Anyway, nobody gives a fucking faintest hint of a fuck about that. Let's get back to these goddamn coins.
Well, this is what's important. Now, okay, listen, I gotta say, I am very excited. Great Britain is in the competition. I don't think we've seen anything from Great Britain so far in this competition. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's the greatest currency on earth, so it's
So you want to have a look at that. Well,
It's a 50. It's a 50p. It's a Great British 50p.
remember me some things because I'm going to need you to tell me them.
I'll do
I'll
it.
go over
Baby.
to this tab.
Go. You ready?
Yeah.
KM. 1676A. Stephen Hawking.
1676A. Stephen Hawking. 50p.
50p. How rare is it? Oh man, I'd love to know. Oh fuck yes. Yes, yes, yes. Now I've been lucky enough to actually see one of these in not in the flesh, but someone sent me a photo of it and they said they'd send it to me, and then they never did. But look at that.
Ed says very Hitchhiker's Guide. I absolutely concur. I had that same thought.
What's Hitchhiker's Guide about it?
I think the font and above are some sort of celestial phenomena.
Well, that's kind of what Stephen Hawking's is all about. I don't know if it's fair to.
Stephen Hawking didn't design the font, but I see what Ed is getting at. I think it's reminiscent of the sort of imagery that one might associate with the Hitchhiker's Guide.
Falling into a black hole.
A big bit of text above something.
Oh yeah, okay, I can see what you're saying. Yeah, fair enough. Well, I think it's good. Are you inspired by it?
No.
Okay. I'm kind of inspired by it.
Kit says, definitely.
Definitely.
I don't know whether that refers to being inspired or it being a bit Hitchhiker's Guide. I don't know. Could be either one of those. We are waiting for some sort of clarification from Kit there. We're waiting with bated breath. Be better if instead of the name he was swirling around. Yes?
Screaming.
How would you depict him swirling around? Would there be sort of motion, a sort of blur, motion blur? Would he be in his?
Most importantly,
would he be in his chair?
Wheelchair. Is he
Yeah.
in his chair? And if so, why is he taking that
Into
out
space?
into the vacuum of space?
And how has he got to that point in the vacuum of space in his, or in any format, alive enough to display some sort of reaction?
Well, it depends what you think happens to you if you enter a black hole, of course.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you also have to get up to the black hole.
Well, yes, absolutely. Although one day a black hole may just spontaneously open beneath us.
And clearly this one has opened up just beneath a piece of paper that says S equals KC13A over 4HG Stephen Hawking.
Which apparently is very clever, but, you know.
Let's see me crowing about it.
No, to me it just sounds like you could write anything, really.
Yeah.
People would say it was clever.
I'm not all that enamoured with this coin, I'll be honest with you.
Okay. I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's not like super duper,
No.
but it's you know, it's reminding us that what really matters here is intellect, is a contribution to the evolution of humanity, that ultimately we're put on this earth to further the education of future generations.
Hold up. Nah, sorry. Wow! Thought I might have seen Keir Starmer.
Okay, alright,
down the
well,
road, but it was...
there was no one there at all.
No, there was no one there. I apologise for that. I thought I saw him creeping in.
Okay.
Just-
I think at this point, if Keir Starmer were to creep in, it would be you would see him fingers first on the windowsill and then full face into close range view.
Yeah, probably. I would imagine that would be.
Well, I would love to own this coin.
Would you?
Yeah, I think so. It's out there in circulation. Why not?
Oh shit! He's there.
What are we looking for?
There he is.
What do you mean?
Wow!
I don't understand how I'm supposed to react to that. I have no idea what that was meant to be.
It was meant to be a little bit of theatre. A little bit of theatre, a bit of fun. Starmer's got bigger. Starmer's bigger now.
I don't think you could introduce a bit of theatre 3 hours into a coin stream. I don't think 3 hours.
I've tried to introduce some formal innovations this evening. I've tried to introduce some chat commands. I've tried to introduce Big Starmer. I tried at the start to introduce a little running visual gag where I'd have a scene from a different stream that was that I'd pretend wasn't supposed to be there, but I had to really knock it together at the very start by just googling this guy. And...
Well, that one got me. I thought that was a genuine error. So that one's good.
What, you thought that I'd previously been doing a stream called Europe's Most Disgusting Hunks?
I thought it was coming up. I thought you were genuinely going to talk about it.
No, I meant to have more hunks.
Oy. I mean, I don't know. I feel like if you want to introduce all these elements, you know, I think we've got to structure it. We've got to bring. We've been talking for like 3. I've drunk an entire bottle of salted caramel vodka.
Have you finished it?
Yeah, it's all gone.
Good grief.
Yeah, and we've not even done. We've looked at 3 coins.
Well, I fucking hate this one. I don't like this one at all. I don't like this coin.
All right, well, fine. I mean, I think it's fine. I like Stephen Hawking. I think he was a good egg. I think I'd love to see a movie about him. Possibly he could be played by...
He could be played by the most versatile actor on Earth. Eddie Murphy.
Okay, I mean, it'd have to be style.
I'd like to see that more than I'd like to see the Eddie Redmayne film. Eddie Murphy is...
Okay. I didn't know that. Is there a genuine movie? I'm thinking, of course, of Hal from Malcolm in the Middle and
Bryan Cranston.
Peter Meth from Breaking Bad and
Bryan Cranston.
And
Bryan Cranston.
Bryan Cranston.
Yeah. No, Eddie Redmayne obviously is in the theory of everything, but Eddie Murphy is in Norbit and would be a lot better as fucking Stephen Hawking. Eddie Murphy plays Stephen Hawking and his hunk cousin, Hawk St. Evening. That's a Josie H suggestion.
That's right. He could do the whole family.
He could do everyone. He could do absolutely fucking everyone. He could do Einstein. I don't know if Hawking ever met Einstein and any... But there could be a scene where they meet. Be fucking sick.
They could CGI it.
They wouldn't need to CGI it.
Well, they could. They could do the start. They could get Einstein's body
Yeah.
up from the dead, reanimate it, map it to some flesh,
Right.
and have it walk around and speak lines.
No, don't need that. Eddie Murphy to do all of it as...
No.
Josie
The entire movie.
says Eddie Murphy also plays the voice of the chair.
Yeah. And as chair.
No, you've seen Coming to America, surely?
No.
Oh, well, in that, Eddie Murphy very, very convincingly plays an old New York Jew in a barber shop.
Okay.
Imagine him doing Hawking
Taking the
and
skills that he
Einstein
learned
and Chair
from
and,
Yeah.
I don't know, like Bertrand Russell or some shit like that.
Bertrand Russell's in it now. That's very confusing. But
Yeah, prologue.
it just sounds like a movie that's about meeting famous.
But well, you know, this is
Intellectuals.
this is the script prior to
Writing it.
paring it down.
Yeah.
Pete
okay.
and or Lise have joined and said, "Did I just arrive in time for Eddie Murphy to be cast as Stephen Hawking?" One would hope, and the movie world would hope, that you have indeed arrived for that moment and for that history to be made.
I feel like it has. I mean, with the pandemic, none of us have been to the cinema in a long time. I feel like if you were going to do something like that, now would be the time, because we'd get back and we wouldn't remember what movies were supposed to look like.
No, they're all
So
4 hours long now.
Yeah, we'd probably buy it. We'd
Yeah.
probably say yes. Eddie Murphy playing all the characters in a biopic of Stephen Hawking's and Bertrand Russell's life is what movies are and always has been.
Yeah. Pete asks whether Nutty Professor is a sequel or prequel. Sequel, I mentioned.
To what? To itself or
To
to this movie?
Oh! Yeah, it's got to be a sequel. The Nutty Professor is a sequel to the...
You think Stephen Hawking's contributed to the theory of gravity and black holes and then he went and...
Well, no,
I
I
don't
just
even
think
know
if
what
it's
Professor did.
if it's taking place in the same universe, then obviously chronologically, Nutty Professor and Nutty Professor 2: The Clumps are chronologically after the main bulk of whatever Stephen Hawking did that was notable had taken place.
It was gravity, right?
Yes.
Stephen Hawking's is famous for his...
Found out that gravity was real, and then everyone started being beholden to gravity, and the Nutty
Unifying
Professor was
theory
a
of
big
everything.
lad, so that...
He's all about
obviously-
the gravity.
That's all about gravity.
What was Nutty Professor... How was Nutty Professor different from Dr. Dolittle? Like, what was his professorship? What was his doctorate in?
Well, he was a zoologist, and he was veterinarian, probably. A veterinarian or zoologist in Dr. Dolittle, and in Nutty Professor and Nutty Professor 2: The Clumps, he was probably a professor of chemistry. I've never seen it. I just assume
What
that
was
he's got a
I've
similar job to
seen
Robin
all of
Williams
them.
in Flubber.
I've seen all of them, and for some reason, I think it's got like a Flubber-like plot where he's...
Well, yeah, I
he's
think
there.
that's just they're the same time, aren't they? So maybe they were both... Maybe they're the same film.
Flubber. It did definitely feel like the same film, and Nutty Professor. It was a kind of a beautiful era of
We've got
post
some
80s comedy.
comments coming through. Kit Sullivan says that Nutty Professor is a reboot of Eddie Murphy playing the chair in Stephen Hawking the movie. Josie says Stephen Hawking 2: The Steves, and with Eddie Murphy as Hawking, Spielberg, Jobs, Martin, and Wonder. Ed says, Nutty Professor, he drank a potion that made him handsome. So that's what happened in the Nutty Professor. Do you remember Shallow Hal?
It was that era, Shrek, Shallow Hal, yeah.
Well, did you know that
sure.
Shallow Hal, Eddie Murphy played the boat?
Really?
Yeah.
He's just all over that era. It's
He
indelible.
absolutely
It's
is.
crazy.
He is all over that.
I didn't even
era.
know the boat had a...
Yeah, no, it didn't have any lines.
He just played the boat.
Yeah. That
was it like an Andy Serkis Gollum style?
No, it was all makeup.
Wow. That was when they did it proper back then.
Yeah.
Like an original Brain Dead.
So the Latvian KM2075 Euro Latvian War of Independence.
Oh yeah, fuck. We better have a look at all.
I think we do
At this
have
point.
to. Well, can you remember it?
Yeah. KM2075 Latvian War of Independence. Yeah.
No,
that can't be it.
that's 2014. That's 2014.
That would be a shame.
I think it's
this one.
It's got to be this one.
No.
Fuck right.
No, it's the one that's got red on it. Solid.
Well, obviously I didn't mean to do that.
Good to get a quick fact check on that. It's this one here. It's this.
No, that's 2016, mate.
Oh really?
Yep. It's this one.
With a lion?
Yep. The Latvian lion.
What?
Oh no, that's South Africa. It's not the red one, because that says 2016, and we're looking for a
2021. Yeah. Okay.
2021.
A very underrepresented category this year, isn't it?
No one's interested in an inspirational coin these days.
Yeah, okay, well, fuck this one. It's not important. What else do you want to have a look at here then?
I'd like to see that coin, but okay. Lithuania KM254 €50. Can you remember this? Can you remember this and feed it to me?
KM254 Lithuania
254
coin. Yeah. What was it commemorating?
Well, I can't remember. This is what I'm trying to use you for.
Struggle for freedom. No, War of Independence.
No, that's Latvia. That was Latvia. Struggle for freedom.
It was a struggle for freedom. Hopefully worth it. We don't know if it was a success or not.
Damn.
Oh, Andy.
Yes.
Can I say?
Yes.
This might be the first ever Sidewinder.
That's fine. How do we find this out? How do you think we find this out?
Well, it looks like it's on its fucking side. I reckon if you hozzed that onto its off and then flipped it back onto the on, you'd have to sidewind that.
Well, I think that I'm worried about the direction of text here.
Well, this is the 2019, so you can forget that for a start.
2019 and Lietuvia.
Yeah, but we're not talking about this coin. We're talking about the one with the tree
Yes,
trunks.
but this is the off.
Oh,
This is the on rather. This is the on side of that coin.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So I reckon you're going to have to either Hos or Verti that, and I reckon the text direction on the on means that unless there is some sort of confusing arrangement, or the alignments have gone strange. I reckon the fact that this is so these are really strictly, Hos or Verti texts. I reckon this.
I think you have to orientate yourself by the denomination. I think you have to go by the currency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, given that it's not diagonal or anything like that, I reckon that's a Hos or a Verti.
I think that Hos is for sure. That Hos is. But what I'm saying is, once it's Hos, you have to side it to read the text. So I think it's a sidewinder.
I don't think I'm with you there. We have a few comments coming through. Nutty Professor, he drank a potion that made him handsome. We've covered that, sorry. Love Shallow Hal has Jason Alexander post Seinfeld, says Ed. Josie H says, if you want a really good motion capture performance, may I recommend Kathleen Turner as the House in Monster House. Kit Sullivan's... Go on.
No, I'd be interested in that.
Yep.
I'd love to watch someone watch play a house.
Yeah, I'd like that as well. I would like that as well. Kit Sullivan says, strong acting without acting to Ed. Presumably, Jason Alexander post-select Shadow Hell. Ed responds to Kit. Agreed.
Okay, all right.
Although he has a tail in it, so I hope he was partially acting at least. To which Kit Sullivan responds, ha ha! That's 3 A's after the second ha. As
That's
part of the second ha.
That's a good ha.
So that's the Lithuanian coin. What do you make of that?
Yeah, I mean, what was it? It was the struggle for freedom.
Yeah.
I don't know against who or what.
Probably the Ruskies, I imagine. I don't know.
Okay, well, yeah, I think there's a kind of a bleak poetical quality to the Spartan barren branches here, the way that the birds are in absence, and yet, you know, the form is still there. I think there's poetry to this coin, certainly. I think what I would say is that this is a category about inspiration, which is really about coming away with a good feeling.
Yeah.
It's about looking with a coin and thinking, yes, humans are great, we're doing great, let's keep going. Whereas this is a bit more of a sort of, isn't war bad, isn't death an absence of you know,
What is
life.
grief but love persevering?
That's really cute. That's a really cute way of saying it.
Yeah. Check out One Division on Disney Plus.
I refuse to. I think that you know, these are things for kids, and we should.
But actually,
you know,
WandaVision is part of the extended Marvel universe, which actually has a lot of stuff that rewards both kids and adults. I think you'll find.
Well, I don't give a crap. I'm never going to watch anything that thinks is good until at least 7 years after the fact point. I'll say that it's really good.
Yeah, I'm with you there, brother.
No, I'm not interested in joining in, because no one wanted to join in with me when I was a kid, and so now you're all going to pay.
That's exactly what Wanda would say from WandaVision.
Well, I gotta check it out.
Radio, live transmission. That's WandaVision, Joy Division. I don't know. I'm trying. Portugal, KM 900A. 45th anniversary of the Carnation Revolution. Can you remember this?
Yeah.
Portugal. KM
900A.
900A.
Anniversary of the Carnation Revolution.
Okay, let's see if we can see this. What was the denomination of coin?
Oh, I'll just put coin.
€5. Well, ooh.
Okay. Interesting.
I've got more time for that than I have for the Hawking coin.
Interesting.
I think it's a sparing use of colour, which I think is nice. Obviously, it reflects the two colours of the two main colours of the Portuguese flag. I think that's all right.
Yeah, I mean, I got a little bit of a gripe with the back. I think the back's a little bit don't know, not quite up to the
what you
intricacy.
took
The,
with
the green, the green is
The
is
on?
the back.
The
The
on.
on is the back. Yeah.
Right.
In this case, the on is for tails.
What's your issue
Whereas
with
the-
it? What's your issue with it?
It's just a little bit more despicable me. It just it's lacking a certain sense of cohesion.
But it's
maybe.
got the sort of Portuguese sort of the crest thing that appears in the middle of the flag, 5 times over for some reason.
Because it's €5.
€5. And admittedly, it hasn't really got a great deal else going on other than a big 5, a euro, the word euro, spelt with a euro symbol in Portugal, and then some stuff that I can't really make out.
Yeah, it just feels like a lot of effort's gone into the front, and I do really like the front. I think it's very beautiful, but then you flip it over, and it feels a bit like they're just kind of thinking.
It's
"Oh,
giving you a
know,
break. It's giving you a break.
Yeah.
You've
What
looked.
do we need to know
You've
here?
put a lot of effort into looking at the offside.
Yeah.
Turn over.
You-
Turn over, brother. Take some time out.
€5.
Consider merely the value of this coin. Then turn over and think about the Carnation Revolution once again.
But again, I got to say, I'm not inspired to go and do anything.
Well, no, but you needn't be, because the Carnation Revolution has already happened. They don't need it
Right.
again.
Yeah. Well, then that kind of problem.
Yeah,
Of-
but look, no
the-
fucker wants to, the coin isn't inspiring people to go to the moon again. The coin isn't inspiring people to build Notre Dame again. The coin isn't inspiring people to cast Eddie Murphy as Stephen Hawking in a film
I
again,
disagree,
because obviously
because-
that's already in production, and we
Well,
want to see
no.
that. We need to see this.
Yeah, I think absolutely. When we looked at the moon landing coin, we talked a lot about which countries we want to see go to the. That was inspiring to us.
But
When we
that
talked
was
about- when we
solely.
talked about-
But that was with regard to creating new coins. I don't want to see the North Koreans on the moon solely for being proud of North Korea landing on the moon.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in the cultural production that would come as a result of that. Whereas I think that these things are supposed to be
But it was the coin that
inspirational
got you
in and
interested.
of themselves. They are the things that are supposed to call to mind things that are inspirational. Moon landing. Okay, great. Wonderful. Wonderful. Great. Oh yeah. So many people are talking about this. Many people are talking about this. You hear it more and more these days. Moon landing. Wonderful. Woodstock. Superb. 50 years of advancing LGBTQ2 progress and rights. Yeah. Wonderful. Superb. Doesn't inspire me to try and make more rights.
No, I think that's bollocks. I think that it's about the coin itself. Inspiration is about looking forwards. It's about taking the past and saying, great, and what now? And it's about the conversation. And when we talk about the moon landing, and when we talk about maybe not Woodstock, I don't really care about, but when we talk about Stephen Hawking, it gets the juices flowing because we think, yes, humans can go to the moon, so where else? Yes, humans can start.
Yes,
in
there has been
1902,
one
so-
revolution in Portugal 45 years ago. Why not more? Why not constant revolution in Portugal? Which actually I probably do agree with, somehow.
Okay, well, if
Constant
that's the
revolution.
inspiration you take from that coin, then great. But,
Well,
I
but
don't
you
get-
mean
I don't get that.
you're saying these things? You're saying that they should inspire further, but they are all constrained within a certain sort of theme. And if those things are going to inspire, then obviously they're going to inspire forward thematic progress. Surely.
I don't understand. I don't understand the point. The theme is inspiration.
What? So you? But then anything could be inspirational if it just makes you think of something else.
Andy, now you're starting to see.
No, you can't just say that.
Oh, but I can just say that. And I
Yeah,
have.
well, obviously you have, yeah, but I don't recognise its legitimacy as an ejaculation.
Inspiration is all around you.
Oh
You
yeah,
just have to
ejaculate
pick up
all
the
you
call.
like.
I'm just saying, man. It's
Right.
I think it's anything that inspires you to further debate.
South
Debate
Africa.
Yeah. Okay.
KM 691. Remember this.
Yeah,
And tell me it.
691, 50 rand bronze alloy. KM 691, 50 rand bronze alloy.
What's it commemorating?
Oh, I didn't read that far. Probably some sort of 25 years of democracy.
Oh God.
Constitutional, no less. Oh, come on.
Hold on. That's probably it, isn't it?
Yep. A couple of different versions. I should have just done one.
An amazing three-sided coin.
Yeah, this is cheating.
There's a great many swords.
They've got all kinds of designs.
Different values.
What is that?
Oh, too
Philip?
many values. There we go. Okay. So, you are... No, that's simply a lawn. No.
It's
25 years of... So that's a 50 rand. Hands coming together to say we the people.
Mm-hmm.
And then
some sort of thing on the back. What do you think?
I mean, I'm loath to say. I mean, I don't think it's horrible.
Mm-hmm. But it doesn't inspire anything in you.
There's the fucker. There we go. No, it doesn't inspire a great deal in me. But
No. I mean, I think it's hard for yeah, I think this is obviously something very, very personal to South Africa.
yeah.
You know, democracy clearly is very, very precious. I suppose, you know, sometimes it's hard for us to look at it and appreciate it, especially when you know we keep losing all the time.
Defo.
This is why this is why we need Keir.
Absolutely. Let's just pop over to Keir Cow and see if we can see him anywhere.
Oh, there he is. Hold on, Andy. Look, he's there.
Well, this will be over very soon. Very soon, within the next 10 minutes.
Oh, Lloydie.
Lloydie.
It's so funny to like, oh, I don't know. It's like, why is it that content either has to be over, like, under 2 minutes or over 2 hours?
Well, yeah, I mean, this is over 3 hours long at this point, so I mean,
It's all good.
Let's just look at the final coin from this category.
I think it's nothing but gold, but I mean,
anyone who tuned in on Ed Knight's raid is long gone by now.
alright, well, you're the only one with access to the viewing figures. I can't speak to that.
Well, no, this is purely speculation. But Joseph says, "I think I found the happiest man ever to grace a coin." And fuck me,
Oh,
yep,
yeah.
absolutely right. Spain, 1808 M A1, 2 Escudos. Look at that guy, big guy, big neck.
Well, there was a period in the Spanish monarchy where they were inbreeding so much that their jaws kept getting sequentially longer and longer till
Wasn't that like
one of the king's jaws fell off.
fell off?
Allegedly. Well, it was really. It was clear that he shouldn't breed anymore.
He does look like a really chirpy chap, this guy. He was played by Eddie Murphy. Great. Let's look at the final coin.
Place your bets.
It is the Ukrainian KM979 5 hryvnia nickel silver 75th anniversary of Ukraine's liberation. Ukraine KM979 5 hryvnia 75th
Liberation.
anniversary of Ukraine. I probably needn't have put the "of" in there, really, should I?
So Google will sort it out.
Liberation. The Tobble thinkers come up again.
Yeah. Tobble thinker.
Nobody's interested in this. Nobody's interested in this
Mesopotamian
fucking
coin.
Ukrainian coin.
Could that be it? That thing up there?
Yeah,
What is
that probably is it, actually. And that looks
Oh,
like an absolute fucking
hell.
mess. That is a mess.
Oh my god!
I
What
mean-
is this celebrating?
Obviously, coin's catalogue is not supposed to be there in the middle, but
Oh, is that a watermark?
that's a watermark. But despite that,
Okay.
despite that,
Yeah,
this isn't.
that doesn't help.
This is a wreck.
So it's 100 years of something or other, is it? That they've done.
Oh no, maybe this is the wrong coin then. It's supposed to be 75th anniversary of
Oh god! I mean, whatever it is,
75th
it's clearly
anniversary of Ukraine's liberation.
not left a mark.
But I mean that does look like crap. Whatever that is supposed to be,
Yeah,
that
that's
looks
shit.
like
That's
shit.
a shit coin.
That is the 100th anniversary of the first Ukrainian Bohdan Khmelnytsky Regiment 2017 coin,
Yeah, what a fucking
which
coin is that?
looks better on the on,
Yeah.
and absolute fucking
it's a mess.
shit on the offside.
Too many flags. Pick
Yeah.
a flag.
Yeah. So we haven't found the nominated coin,
That's crazy.
and
I
it
can't
looks
believe
like
it.
we're not going to be able to. So the most innovative coin, very much inspirational
Yeah.
coin, really sitting at the back
Didn't-
end of the awards due to a
Didn't
complete
inspire
lack of interest.
Not a single person was inspired to take a photo of that coin.
Yeah. Do you want to find out which coin won?
Place your bets.
I mean, yeah, place your bets very, very quickly in the chat because I do need to pack everything up really soon.
Come on, guys. Snap to it. I gotta go get my dinner out of the fridge.
Yeah.
It's
Right,
been a
nobody's
side
placing
line
any
tonight,
bets. But
Okay.
so obviously, like, if anyone wants to, hoping for Benin weed coin, says pissing myself funny bear. Absolutely, so am I now because I've remembered that though it seems so long ago. Remembered that it was in this category, so very much on the side of the Benin weed coin. if anyone wants to join the Discord, do let Sam Nicoresti or I know on Twitter, and we'll. Well, if you let me know, I'll just ask Sam to sort it out.
Yeah, I got to be careful on Twitter because I keep shedding followers, and so got to be careful what I post.
Yeah. So lots of votes for Benin so far. By lots, I mean 2. Let's find out the winning coin of most innovative coin. Most inspirational coin. It was the Stephen fucking Hawking coin.
Oh, Mom Queen.
Because
We
of the
bless
very
you.
personal nature of inspiration, this category always retains a quality of mystery. This year, I'm pleased to see the judges favouring the Royal Mint Innovation in Science Stephen Hawking 50p. It reminds all of us how essential scientific advances are to the world.
Absolutely. I feel it's a justification of everything I was saying about inspiration as well. And great to see the Brits take home an award.
I still feel
the Cotties.
that coin looks like cack. I don't like it.
Well, say what you will, but it's inspired a panel of judges to vote for it to be the best coin on Earth.
But a panel of judges have also rewarded this coin on a number of occasions, despite being crap.
Coin is crap.
So
Wow, what a wild ride it's been. I mean, look at all these.
So these are the Cotty winners this year. The most historically significant coin, the Austrian Mint's Magic of Gold, the Gold of Mesopotamia, €100 gold coin. Best
coin.
contemporary event coin, the United States Mint's 50th anniversary of the moon landing, $1 5-ounce silver coin. Shit.
Bullshit coin. Go to hell.
Shanghai Mint's Art of Chinese Calligraphy, 100 yuan gold coin. Best gold coin?
Yeah, rubbish.
Fine.
Yeah.
Fine. Toilet. Best silver coin, toilet.
Flush it down your ass.
Flush it down your ass.
Flush it down your ass.
Well, I hate to see the contraption that you've got set up to
It's just a simple
sort that out.
douche.
Yeah. Best crown coin, the Monnaie de Paris City Lights Eiffel Tower. €10 coin composed of silver, gilt, and rhodium.
Yeah,
Best
fine.
circulating coin, the German Mint's 30th anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall, €2 bimetallic coin. Not interested, to be honest. Don't like it.
Mess.
Best bimetallic coin, I would say, shy of the Tobol Thinker, and actually shy.
The Cook Islands.
The Cook Islands. The Cook Islands meteor coin.
Yeah.
A pretty fucking good coin. I'd say this guy, Austrian Mint's Artificial Intelligence €25 bimetallic coin composed of silver, niobium, the Cook Islands, and the Tobol Thinker. My top 3 coins in this year's Cartes.
The Topple Finger's not even in this year's competition.
It was. It was nominated.
Not nom, but didn't
It was
win.
nommed, but it
Lost
didn't
out.
win.
Shame.
The Berlin Wall most artistic coin. Yeah. Fuck right off, really.
Now that we've learnt that it's potentially flat,
Yeah.
it's slightly more interesting. But again, not a coin. It's a tablet
Yeah.
at most.
Most innovative coin, Cook Islands, meteorites, Chicxulub crater. Cannot argue with that. That's a fucking banging
Absolutely.
coin.
Fuck yes.
As noted last week, or last time, the Queen observing the dinosaurs being eliminated is a particularly great touch. And then finally, the Stephen Hawking coin.
Nothing but pride from me. Nothing but pride.
Don't give a fuck.
I'd be proud to have that in my pocket.
Do not. GAF. The Coin of the Year Awards are sponsored by the Journal of East Asian Numismatics. I desperately need to clear up everything that is here and go for a big piss. Sam, do you have anything to plug?
Yeah, follow me on Twitch. Twitch dot whatever /
Twitch.tv/ Nam Sikaresti, I believe.
Sikaresti. Yeah, we'll be Garden, which is my interactive gardening show in which we discuss all things horticultural, and this year we will be building our own community garden, so get involved in that. And yeah, follow me on Twitter, because like I said, I don't have enough followers for what I deserve. I don't post anything good, but I just let people know what I'm up to, and I think that's enough in this day and age.
That really is enough in this day and age. Well, I am going to... I've got 2 weeks off, so I'm probably going to stream a bit more. I don't really know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do some stuff. So Sunday is going to be Sunday Night Football, replacing Coins Live on a Sunday. That we've performed the old switcheroo. So please do like, subscribe, get in touch, provide money. I think I've set up some sort of circumstance under which that can take place. And just get in touch and like and subscribe and get in touch. And tune in, if you like, on Sunday when we'll be back for Sunday Night Football. All that remains to be said is thank you so much, Sam Nicoresti, for your expertise this evening.
No problem.
And thank you so much to all of our wonderful viewers for tuning in to join us to learn about coin. And fuck you so much, Sir Keir Starmer, for failing to arrive at any point and teach us about how Labour will become the party of business. It's a real shame, Keir, but you have lost a lot of votes, upwards of 8 votes tonight. So fuck
There he
you.
is.
There he is. Right, well, thank you, Sam. Thank you, everybody else. And good night. There we go.